Help. Help. Ugh.
Bleh. 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 Bleh.
Is she good?
Bleh.
No. 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 Your boss has died. Never mind.
Why the hell do I have red hair?
How are you these days? Whatever.
Bobby Burner. Bobby Burner. Huh?
Why am,
Your mic-
why am I still talking like Bobby? I thought I'd show up like for one of these.
Wait, are you British?
Yeah.
Wait, talk normally.
I talk normally.
That's crazy. I thought you were American this whole time.
Up north, babe.
You're an orphan, babe. Oh, I'm from the Kent. I'm from the south, darling.
I'm from the north as well.
Did you play on a server called No Limits?
I did.
Do you remember Mariah?
Mariah? Yes, I remember Mariah.
That's me.
Wow. Small world. So I guess you remember a lot of the old people then.
Just me and Jake and Cleopatra, who plays Paris now.
Jake, wasn't he the real estate agent?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
He plays. He's Jacob Hilton.
He's here as well.
Yeah, he downgraded. He's a receptionist at Sam's now. He's not running the real estate business no more. I guess we'll just wait for everyone else. I don't know who else is coming, but
Is anyone in a hurry?
Lydia's on her way.
I'm gonna guess that's okay. I'm go. We'll
I
get
have
food. We'll get food.
I have a burger shop meal.
I have a tin of tomato soup.
Are there updated uniforms on the server?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah, they all should be. Mine's the updated version of the old one right now.
Bye. I'm going to the bathroom. I just woke up.
Yeah, I agree.
I was supposed to take a fucking day off. Dzień dobry. I'll be right back.
So hi, by the way, I'm Chloe. Who are you?
I'm
Well,
Ethan.
I'm. That's my character name anyway. But what was it?
Oh, so my character's Ethan.
Ethan? Got it.
Yep.
Well, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, when I came in, I was like, why am I talking with Bobby?
Yeah, no, it's
It's force of habit.
It's like, especially because I was like role playing right before this, it's tough to code
Yeah, I
switch
know.
sometimes to go straight to like, and like especially because I don't change that much because I'm not good with like accents or anything. So I just talk slightly different and pretend to be more anxious.
Wait
I
until
just
they
drive around
realize that my
scrapping.
walk-it-off impression is just my
What was
normal
that?
voice.
I said I'd drive around scrapping, collecting like cans and stuff.
I see. I'll be right back.
Okay, so I'll be streaming this. It counts as a stream today. But
God.
Wow.
I need
Wow.
to wasn't so bad.
wow.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
That keeps happening in game. Probably punch the overseer.
So I accidentally smacked Callum the other day when he was interviewing me.
Yeah.
Like flexed the wrong muscle and yeah.
That's with me and the overseer.
I thought we were supposed to have like 7 people. They're coming. Ooh. Old food. Yum. Uh-oh. Don't eat the clock and bell. Bobby. You don't happen to have a medkit on you, do you?
What on earth?
Peter Friday.
It was so fun because nobody spoke to Maria at all. I was like, she's not unconscious. Everybody's being stressed. Hi, Sonnen. Hello, welcome to Reeducation 2.0, where your teacher has eaten old Clackenbell and has passed out on the floor. Have fun teaching yourself.
Yo.
Upstairs, is that to the bed?
Yeah, second floor.
Okay, can I get that treatment too, please? Somebody take me to bed. Ah! Hello, it's Sammy. The blonde lady passed out on the floor. Please take me to the bed. I wanna live. Can you hear me? Hello? Ah! Can anybody hear me? What the fuck? You guys can hear me, right? I just ate. Jesus Christ. Then I know stream can hear me, but for some reason they cannot, I think. Yeah, it's probably because I just logged in, so it's probably a different device and I haven't fixed it yet, so. Ah. Ah.
Is she dead too?
Yep.
Oh boy. Do you wanna here, put her down a second, I'll use a med kit.
Brittany. Jump.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. There you go.
Let's see our guns flying in the air.
Oh, Brittany, jump.
I have jumped.
Okay,
Am I still
you
not
need a bandage
appearing?
too?
Do you want me to
No.
take? Okay.
Ah, I can speak finally. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah.
Hello.
I've been dead, so I couldn't fix my microphone. Ah. Okay, we have.
What's a microphone? Hey.
You mean your voice box?
Do you mean your voice box?
Your muscles?
Excuse me, don't do that. Why are you flexing your M1 muscle on me? Bitch.
I just realized that.
Bitch.
Oh shit! Look at the dodge. Oh.
Get one tapped.
Please don't
Yeah.
shoot me.
You have a med kit on you?
Yes, I have a bunch. No worries.
She didn't value her life. I had a gun pointed at her first.
Band.
We should have like a battle royale at the end of this training.
I'd lose. I'm a terrible shot. Oh my god.
Yeah,
So
me
we
too.
had what 3 new people,
we're just
Zoe
waiting
and
on
Bobby as an extra. And
Did you
then
just call me
us.
Zoe?
Bobby, if you
Cla-
are,
I don't.
if you complete
No,
your
that's so
education,
valid,
you
that's
can technically
so
become a
funny.
doctor.
I roleplayed
That would be incredible.
I played oh, who the fuck is injured?
Who is
what
this?
the fuck?
Who's injured?
I don't know, I just got a dispatch for an injured person here somewhere. I bet it's fucking Hightower.
Probably.
Just don't
I
respond.
can't see
to it.
Brittany for some reason.
Oh,
Why
we
does
couldn't-
that
we couldn't
name
see
sound
you for
really
like
familiar?
1 second. Why? I think I know why.
Is there a bench here?
Yes.
Can't even see that. What's going on?
Slow load time, possibly.
All right,
Have you tried falling over?
falling over.
See? Like this. Ugh.
What the
Oh, almost. 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 You got it. No, it's just you gotta have ragdoll bound. Huh. Wait, have you been here the entire
no.
time?
Yeah.
I couldn't. Okay, I can't see people as well. That's great.
Oh no, I went to grab a bunch of hot dogs. I'm gonna put them over here.
Yeah. I'm gonna get coffee. Cynthia! Wow! Well, coffee. Coffee. Let's go get some coffee. So I can start this OC training. Perfect.
I legitimately don't have the gumption. You scared me too bad.
I think it's R or something. I don't know actually. I haven't just looked over in a while.
See, I also feel like you're not supposed to with these guys. I don't know.
Yeah, probably not.
Who's making that noise?
Nicotine is watching.
Did we find Hub?
184-1041 and stuff.
Shut the fuck up.
What the up, Hightower?
Hightower, go away.
Oh shit, dance party. Look at that.
Where are we at?
Garage.
Okay.
So, who's ready to be the teacher?
I know what I'm doing.
I'm sure we can pass responsibilities around.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't technically Marionette the most senior staff? Yeah.
No, Brittany's
So-
here, but she's not
Uh-uh.
tac.
Randy's here. Rich Randy's here too.
That's true. Randy's here.
I don't know why I keep calling him Randy.
I wish I had.
Oh, that's in character.
Sheet
I'll walk by
nicotine
him and
has
go,
to
"Hey,
see
Randy."
Might
people's
have someone else
usernames.
attending.
Good. Good.
Yeah, that does make life easier. We'll have to line everybody up, and one of you guys is gonna have to hire people on because I don't have hiring perms.
I can.
But
Cheer
Yeah, or
100
me.
loudly crying right as I'm about to go to bed.
It's
Omega
okay. It's
underscore
just gonna be
Salvo
like 2 or
underscore
3
has
hours of
donated 100
training.
bits to the
It's
AI
okay.
overlords.
Today's stream is very short.
4.
4.
Can I boss the new hires around for a sec?
No.
What the hell?
Oh,
Pushing
no.
above your pay grade.
No.
I know. Listen, I had to try.
We're all on the same level here. We're all role players.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ah.
Yeah, you can do it. Take the shot.
All right,
Take the shot.
Janus is on the way, so we'll wait for Janus.
It's true, I did.
Role player. Ew.
Yeah. I'm into roleplay. I love it so much. It's my
Role
favorite
play.
thing to
Oh,
do.
that shit's cringe.
Role play. Wait,
Hun, what do you
is
mean
Rich
you
here,
sit
or-
on? Yeah, he's somewhere.
Where the heck?
We found him. I don't know where he's gone.
I probably went upstairs to grab gear. Actually, no, I think he was here for the last one, wasn't he?
Oh.
Bobby got what she deserved.
Time to make a
Can I
cousin.
revive her?
Cousin time!
Alright.
Third time's a charm, am I right?
Oh, fuck you.
Not third time's a charm. Oh no.
I gotta say.
There you go.
Fucking Mellow Wyatt's
Couple
roleplayer
bottles.
and I were laughing about how it would be great if you just kept making new receptionists who got crazier and crazier.
We're fucking lose it.
Fair, the only reason I made Melissa was because Chanel's role player and me went up in the unicorn, and I was dressed as the character that Bobby dressed up as was Melissa. And I was like, I want to make this a permanent character.
Melissa,
And
the
then Bobby
Melissa
got-
arc was great. That shit was fucking
Oh
neat.
god.
Melissa was like my favorite receptionist.
Ah, Melissa Balls.
This face is so
Wow.
ugly.
My
Go
favorite
back.
receptionist was Morak. Now she's a doctor.
I miss the old Rich. The pretty, puffy Rich.
This is the old face.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
you
it
look pretty
is.
sunken.
Wait, really? No,
Oh, he
it's
doesn't look
not.
as
Yeah,
sunken. I think it's
no,
just the
it's not
angle
as
his face
sunken.
is.
But it's
Can
not
you
the OG
please- no.
one.
Please bring back the old rich face.
I
don't like the
can't.
new
He
one.
doesn't fit in the. He doesn't fit in the gator or the balaclava. He's so fat.
His cheeks are so big.
That's why
He had to
he's
sit
so
in the sun
cute.
for days.
I sat in a sauna for 6 days.
Oh, that's what she got.
My wheelchair.
Waits patiently for Janus. Take the J away from Janus.
My name's Janus with a J, without a J.
That's heinous.
I also play your friend. Yes.
Can you not use a bandage on yourself?
Yep.
You can.
Just use it from your inventory.
I just.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, I need
I just
bandages.
haven't
Silly goose, okay?
not carried them in so long.
I am always a silly goose. Excuse me.
How are you these days? Thanks.
We like also have it, don't we?
Yeah, there is the Hope sisters. That is also Chloe and Zoe.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
We're just waiting on one more and then we can get started.
Mhm.
Wow.
I think that's everybody who is going to come today. Let me double
Yeah.
check.
I mean, it's
Mind
better
too
than
much if
last
some
time.
people are running a bit late because it is very talk heavy in the beginning. We can catch people up, but not too late.
I have a speech ready. Well, no, I don't.
You asked us
Improv.
who should be teaching.
It's okay.
You asked us with your script.
Should I go get attack? I want to wear a tank mid uniform. I'm never gonna be able to wear it in city, so.
Well,
I'll never have an
you
ass
can
this
dream.
nice.
Doctor uniform's better. It is. Y'all look like
Receptionist uniform is better.
Do you want me to go get Janus? I can
I'm
get them.
pretty sure they can just steal a car and come here
Oh, got it.
quicker, rather than us
Yeah,
stealing
that
a
makes
car and
sense.
driving.
Car.
I forgot we can steal a car in this one.
Wait, that's illegal.
That's a felony. Can't do that.
Ew.
Hail to you, Besh.
Wow.
A letter.
I hate it. Why does I look so butch? What is this? Oh, it's Rich.
Dog.
Not my Rich.
Right, literally. What the fuck?
Wow.
I can't.
Oh,
Damn.
That was OC. I feel like
That
that
was
was
RDM.
OC.
Right, what
I
the
can't
hell?
see you.
that was
New wall
RDM and
post
BDM.
incoming.
Alright, do I need to... Alright, I'll take...
Cheer
I'll
100
just
gets
start.
arrested
I'm
for
gonna take
GTA.
a
Hey,
nap.
that's illegal.
You wanna
Alright,
relock?
Omega
You wanna
underscore
relock
Salvo
quickly?
underscore has donated 100
that
bits to the
helps.
AI
I
overlords.
tried to reload, but it
Let
didn't
me
work.
try. Sometimes picking people up fixes it.
Eh.
I think she's the
Yeah.
problem.
Ooh,
Like on
she
her
might
part.
be. She is a problem.
Who's the
Reload.
problem? Who is
Reload.
the problem? I
Oh, don't
agree.
tell me about
Brittany.
it.
She's relogging.
Good. I hope she gets banned.
Wall post incoming. RDM.
Flame starting.
I want to see toxicity.
Low quality RP.
As I said that, a fucking notification on the wall appeared.
You know what? I'm gonna say
Oh,
we're
shit.
hacking.
Power gaming.
I can't believe Brittany got a 7-day suspension.
Wow.
Going for combat log.
Going for NVL.
Well, plus time served.
Doesn't time serve start when you're in Eclipse?
Not currently, no.
We'll see.
I don't believe it does. I think.
Mike wants it to
Once you
start
get it-
then.
Yeah, I think it depends on how long you're there. Honestly.
Yeah.
But with our new thing about cutting people loose after 5 minutes if cops don't show up, I don't know if time serve is really necessary.
I will fight for a block treatment fee so fucking hard.
Yeah, that's such a fucking
I will make a
funny
whole
RP
fucking
situation.
medical block ID for them to have so they
Wait,
can.
for what?
I know they want like the block insurance for $50, but I think $50 general treatment fee is even funnier.
I mean, yeah, it was like a block medical plan. Like you're still gonna have to pay if you have to bring it to hospital, but if you bring a block to the hospital, we'll treat him for $50.
If you're a block, it's $50.
Yeah,
That's not bad.
and that way
We
hospital
got
isn't
one
losing
more
money.
person
'cause-
coming in who is going to be a little bit late anyway, but they're on their way now, so that's good timing.
Okay.
Okay, there.
Where's Brittany, bitch?
And then I think that is everyone new who signed up for it, so we should be good.
Uh-oh.
Stupid bitch.
I am afraid. I am afraid.
Is that Brittany?
Sorry about that. It's me,
Did I
Janice.
just...
Hey,
I
Janice!
didn't adjust the voice just
You're
yet.
so
Makes sense.
beautiful.
Thank you so
Thought it was
much.
Brittany.
We're just waiting on Brittany to get back, and then I'm not sure what if this person's character is Remy or Max, but they're on their way.
I don't know anybody.
Honestly, really good turnout for how.
Yeah, I was about to say better than last official one. So hey.
Considering how late we announced it last night, I was surprised.
Sundays are better, just honestly.
Yeah, Sundays are usually pretty good.
Yeah,
I
thank
work,
you,
but not for like another 5
Salvo.
hours.
Go ahead and go to bed. I'll join you soon. Trust me. I'm not here for a long time.
I will say I may step away for a little bit when you start teaching MDT to fuck around with
Fired.
controls for the helicopter.
Like,
I've got
Oh
work in
shit,
9
that's a really
hours.
good idea. I've been meaning to do that too.
Yeah, see, I'm trying to make it work. I'm using my numpad right now. Ah, shit, never mind.
yeah, no. You are going. You're fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yes!
If you've already
Yes!
done this and you want to fuck around with the chopper, I see
There.
no reason why not. Just make sure you bring it back so it's not lost if we need it again later.
Oh yeah, totally.
10-4.
I mean, you have 4 chances.
That's true. I should do that one of these re-educations. I need to.
Than being stuck on a dev
controller.
server for 6 hours trying to recover Valkyrie.
Oh god.
We got another one on the way.
Yep. And then I think we're good.
Oh
That should
my
be everyone
God.
that signed up.
Who's the fucking gun?
Who are all these pads?
Fuck, I can't still not see her.
It's me, Rich Randy. New one.
It's me, Bobby Burner.
Have you tried putting on your boots and taking them off?
Oh, Bobby, you look the
Wow,
same.
Bobby, you did something with your hair.
Fucking cunt.
Actually, I think this is an improvement.
Wait.
Can
You're
still
so
not see
beautiful.
Brittany, only her weapon flying in the air.
Brittany.
Oh.
Fight,
Jiggle
fight,
physics
fight,
on
fight,
the wrong
fight.
spots.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, you're fine.
Yeah, you're good. Oh
Now you're
god.
both invisible.
Mm,
So flattering.
There.
If anybody needs food, there's floor hot dogs over there and vending machine on first floor for drinks.
Right, to get more in the spirit of conducting this thing, I am not a furry, I swear. Totally not.
Okay, sure.
I am not a furry.
Are you sure you're not a furry?
I am not a furry.
Let me
You seem
check.
very
Let me check
defensive
Wiki
about
for
that.
No. That's like outdated and not true.
Oh, so it needs to be updated.
Actually, not a furry. Oh, we're just waiting on one more.
God, I love this thing. Oh shit, there's smoke physics from when you fire a gun?
Yeah, I was looking at that. I was like,
Oh, that's pretty rad.
Well, also,
We're
you
waiting
definitely.
on one more person to come and we can actually start.
Well, you definitely shot the fuel line. Sorry.
Oh, hell yeah.
Testing time.
Oh shit.
We're far enough away if you're wearing armor. Huh. Interesting. Thought there'd be a bigger explosion, to be honest.
I was expecting that to go bang.
There it is.
There we go.
No. What are you talking about? Totally.
sorry.
Not. I'm not a furry.
What's this?
Oh, that's yummy
inspired
from
food.
last session. Yeah. No, I'm not a bunny. Sorry, I'm not a furry. Nuh-uh.
They remove reticles.
No, you just might not have it turned on the dev server. It should be in the F3 menu.
Oh, that's right. It's the F3.
Yeah.
Ah! Zoe, not you too. Bunny time.
I mean, look, it's just I just put on animal ears, okay?
Where is this last person?
Don't do that. I just woke up.
Damn, what time is it for you?
10 p.m.
Oh my god, it's 9.
Look, I took a day off,
9:30.
okay? I slept through the entire day.
9:30 for me. PM.
9:30 for me.
Oh, are you California?
Canada, but at West Coast time right now.
Oh, see you.
Yeah, I'm
I don't change my clock though, so I'll be on Edmonton time next week.
Our clocks just changed. It turned like 2 a.m. last night and went straight back to 1.
What are
I went to bed early. Just want to get more sleep.
Oh, Poppy.
Alright, we're just waiting on one more person. I don't know where they are. Remy Delacroix. Max Locke.
Hi, Terry. You want to go over there and have a shootout?
Sure.
Oh yeah, let's go. We'll do a duel.
Ready?
Ready?
Three. Two. Putting on my helmet. One.
Oh yeah, hold on, wait. Hold on, I'm putting on my helmet. Alright, good.
Oh, that's weird. That is totally immersion breaking.
Like
Here you
I'm
go.
Hello.
Here.
Hello.
Oh god.
The fuck who's shooting at me?
Classic.
That's everyone. We can actually start. Okay.
Yeah!
Guys,
Oh my god.
no more killing each other as a joke, guys. Stop.
10-4.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Time to lock it in.
Lock in.
Lock it in, everyone.
All right,
God damn
everybody
it.
make a line in front of me now. And can everybody hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Wait a second, I don't have to make a line. I'm going over here.
What do you mean you don't have to make a line?
Standing right here.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of line?
Not that kind of line.
Sideways.
From
Yeah,
side to
that's another
side.
kind of line.
How do you turn the flashlight on the gun?
It's
you
E
are
for
aiming.
flashlight.
That
Yes.
just locks the door.
You don't have a flashlight
Yeah,
on the
you're
gun.
aiming.
Do you
Oh,
have
you
the...
have to have a flashlight on the gun.
Oh, that
You
makes
put
sense.
it on, yes. All right. Hello, everybody. Again, everybody can hear me? Yes? We got one,
Yes.
two,
Yes.
three, 4 new people. Yes? And 3 just coming in for...
It's so confusing.
Hi,
Who are
Tower,
the
get in there as
pets?
well.
It's me, Rich.
Okay, I think
Bobby.
we have more than 4. I think we have we have 5.
Alright.
Max.
Line. There's a line, everyone. Line.
Oh my gosh. Okay, girls. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So 5 new people. Hello, welcome to first re-education session 2.0 without nicotine. It's going to be
Nicotine.
longer. It's going to be worse. It's going to be more difficult, but we're gonna get through it
Messy.
anyway. Yes, it's not gonna be as messy because
Hell
there's
yeah.
only Brittany, not all the doctors. God damn it, was it horrible the first time
What
around
the
when the doctors
hell?
kept messing
Bobby's
around for
here.
like 3 hours straight.
Not true. These
Yeah,
claims
totally.
are false.
Yeah, very, very false. All right. So before we get into actually learning about stuff, we have to have a few words or sentences about why we're here in the first place at SAMS, San Andreas Medical Services. It's a whitelisted job, and everybody here is in a whitelisted position on a whitelisted server. So you are expected to be, know what you're doing when it comes to roleplay, because you are, to say, how do you say it in French? Crème les crêpes or something like that? I don't know. I don't know French. Well, there you go.
Est caché à ce soir. Ce soir.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? You mean?
Oh my.
Buy me a drink first.
Ah, okay. All right. Basically, the whole reason for TACMEDs and the changes in hospital existence is because, surprise, surprise, medical RP has gotten extremely stale over the last years in RP. I've only been around for 2 years myself in GTA RP, and I haven't noticed any changes. Some people have been for many more years and haven't noticed any changes, you know? People evolved how to do police RP, criminal RP, civilian RP is just civilian RP. But no one ever tried anything with EMS and stuff, so we're changing that. And so far it's going good. Good. The intentions are there. There are some things that need to be ironed out in character and through this training, but it's certainly, as much as some people complain, OC, the majority is interested and happy with the changes that our glorious overseer has brought forth.
And why the hospital get shut up?
Yeah, let's just say. Go for it.
Well, no. Go
I
for it.
thought just the
Find
hospital
out
shut up. It's a normal
OC
thing. I've seen that in
or
every
character.
city I've been in.
It is pretty much a normal thing.
Let's just say medical RP on Purple is like medical RP you've never seen before on any other server.
I'll say something crazy. It's actual RP.
Mm-hmm.
You have
We're not just
sitting. You're supposed to be creative and a role player, not an NPC who spews out the same meat to every single person. I mean, unless you want to do that, if that's what you're good at, you still can do it. But
I have a feeling Max is going to get shot.
It's not like Ignite
He's
where I
going
was
to
just
be
standing around.
basically the major
I
player of the
mean,
group.
no, you're just sitting around instead at reception.
Real quick, can we make sure everyone's shouting?
Sure.
You're a little bit hard to hear out down at the end there.
Okay, I can be loud. I'm pretty sure you don't need to, because if I'm being loud, nobody
Shut
can
the hell
hear
up, Hightower.
All right. Yes, I agree. Hightower, shut the fuck up. Well, you're okay. Another
Can I
thing.
say something about
Landon, you be quiet,
what
all right?
EMS used to be here before we get
Yes,
started?
please. Feel free.
All right, so I was part of EMS since it started in May. I've been around ever since it began here in the city. It was honestly just people standing in a circle, talking the whole time about nothing, hardly going to calls. And I mean, honestly, there was just like an aura of when you got a call, you were like, ugh, I have to go to a call. I want to sit here and talk to my friends, blah, blah, blah. That's not what we're doing now. Okay. So like that has just gone away. All right. Continue, Maria. Great job.
Well, there you go. Okay. Next thing. It is also being a part of TACMED, doctors, and even receptionists. It's a whitelisted job for a reason, because it is not only a chance for you to roleplay, it is also a responsibility for you to enable others people's roleplay. That is extremely important. We are not here to devalue anyone's approach to RP, to respect it and enable it. Anytime somebody gets seriously injured and acts out, serious injury, you are to read the room and treat those injuries as serious. Anytime you see, you know, some SBS little guy, you know, just having a fun little time and not taking anything seriously, you're gonna, again, read the room and, you know, accept this, the approach they have towards their injuries and, you know, roll with it, right? If somebody's not being serious, you're not gonna be serious with them, right? If somebody's being serious, you're gonna be serious with them. If somebody's joking, you're gonna joke, right? Just be important to not push any particular style onto people.
Oh, you've been shot in the leg. Well, there's someone over there who's been shot in the gut. I can treat you really quickly, but I do need to treat them first. I can distract you from the pain real quick. Let me break your finger.
I mean, I've done that. I've pushed fingers into people's GSWs to see if the pain medication is working. That's besides the point. Basically, any kind of RP is valid, yes, as long as it is enforced. We want to make sure that everybody who comes to Eclipse and everybody we come to as TACMed feels like their type of RP is validated and appreciated, right? No, we're not treating ourselves as above them. While we are all characters and role players, we are also technically mechanics and NPCs to help them with their roleplay, right? They need to interact with us to be helped up, right? If they are injured, they don't really have a way to avoid it, so we make it pleasant for them by not making it distracting in a way that it keeps the same vibe that their own interaction had from the beginning. So just read the room. Just read the room. Just like, it comes with experience. Once you've RP'd enough, you know how to do it. I hope most people here are decent at it, and if not, you're gonna learn over time. I have high hopes for everybody here. But
you get the same RP that you gave, and vice versa. Some people like that serious med RP where they sit in a surgery room for 1 hour just doing slash me's back and forth. Some people don't. Some people don't want to sit through that. It's just you know, it's preference and being able, your ability to just read what people want to do. You know,
you'll get better at it with time too.
Some people want to do like complex injuries that you got to quickly open up Google for to see how to treat. Or if you're a medical professional that's been in med school for 15 years, congratulations. What are you doing on fight? No, I'm kidding. But it's all a read the room kind of thing. So you'll get used to it. You know, we do a good mix of serious and goofy, especially in the doctor side. So we have a lot of goofy ass doctors and a lot of very serious doctors, and same with TACMed too.
I will say, as this is predominantly TACMed training, and most people here are TACMed, do not worry about a lack of medical knowledge. You will be taught enough. You do know enough to stabilize patients on scene, even if you don't know, like, directly what to do. You are technically a medical professional in character, so even if you do not know how to actually stabilize the patient, you can RP, stabilizing the patient. And at the hospital, you do not are expected, nor even technically allowed, to treat serious injuries. You would be there to quote-unquote support the local doctors if actual doctors are not available, so you wouldn't actually have to have any knowledge. If the person role-playing is being an asshole and, you know, they refuse to, like, you know, do any sort of medical RP from themselves, right? If they're like, nah, local doctors don't want to treat them, then you have, like, nothing to worry about, because we cannot force people to roleplay, but also TACMed's thing is not doing surgeries, right? We if people want to be immersed, if there are no actual doctors on duty, TACMed can bring people into OR and they can, you know, RP with local doctor getting surgery while we just, you know, provide talking points and note everything down in invoices and medical reports. But at no point are you required to have actual extensive or even great medical knowledge to do anything that we're doing here. It's
just
RP.
As long as you're giving the patient some kind of role play, because there's gonna be shifts where there's no doctors on, and I personally feel terrible just dumping someone in a bed, invoicing them, and leaving. So try to give them like a little bit, even if you don't have super good knowledge or whatever.
Giving them painkillers is a good option.
Yeah, like, I'm getting the IV set up for the nurses, or blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I suggest talking with quote-unquote local nurses and doctors at all times when you're at bedside with a patient that doesn't have an actual player doctor attending them, because it makes it nice and easy, right? Because then they can choose if they're not seriously injured, that they'll just talk to you, or if they want to, you know, slash me roleplay the local doctors doing this stuff, and then you can note everything that's happened, so that, you know, if they want to go through something serious, you can note everything in medical records, so that, you know, they have an avenue of RP to explore. You know, who knows, a lawsuit might come, or they might use it as evidence for future RP. No matter, it's just, you don't actually need medical RP to be TACMed, and you don't have to worry about it. We're everything you need to know. Yep.
I just want to add on, we do not have Nancy on this server. Never, ever, ever, ever let a player power game Nancy. Nancy said this. Nancy said that. No, the fuck she didn't. We don't
She's
have a
dead.
Nancy. The control of the patient is in your hands. Never let a player do /me Nancy thinks patient needs to go with this person, or /me Nancy said this patient isn't fit enough to be at Eclipse. Never do that. Never let anyone do that to you.
Local doctors work for us. They would never go against us, right?
Exactly.
They do not make mistakes. If a person does /me local doctor botches a surgery and now the player is going to sue. That's not a thing. Local doctors don't botch surgeries. They don't fuck things up. They don't go against what is safe for a patient, but they also don't go against us, right? Technically, we're their bosses. Local doctor will not turn to us and be like, "Oh yeah, by the way, this TACMED doesn't know what they're doing and they should be fired." That's not a thing.
Yeah, don't let people power game you into stupid shit like that.
If anybody ever asks about Nancy, like in canon, she's actually dead.
She's dead.
Actually dead.
She is actually dead. We don't have Nancy.
She was on a flight to Virginia and died.
Got kidnapped from the hospital and died on a flight.
Yeah, it was a whole kerfuffle in city.
To be fair, she could have been killed in one of the many terrorist attacks.
Yeah. Or the many tsunamis.
It was Barry.
Yeah.
I know it was Barry.
Do we have, is there any more questions regarding the read the room portion of what we just gone over? No?
Well, I don't know how to read, but that's okay.
Perfect.
God damn it. You'll fit right in. Nobody here knows to read, especially SOPs, because it's so difficult to read just a few pages, apparently.
Read them! They're only 20 pages long!
Make sure
I've read them 1,026
Make sure
times
before you guys start, you read the SOPs. They're very important, and a lot of information's in there. We'll go over some of it today, but not all of it. So make sure you skim through it.
Just read it. Just read it. It's not that long. It's the shortest SOP to anything. My own fucking mechanic shop, Stroke Masters, had longer SOPs than we have here. We don't need to talk about that. Anyway, tour time. Is
so
anybody
many contexts can be made on that name, Stroke Masters.
Anyway, is anybody here familiar with the garage? And how to pull vehicles out, or is somebody here somehow new to the server and doesn't know how to pull vehicles out of garage?
Is it just like personal vehicles?
Yes, it's exactly the same. This is our guy.
Yeah,
he stores all of our ambos.
His name's Alejandro, so don't
He doesn't
call his
have
name.
a name.
Alejandro's his unofficial name, so don't call his name.
Yeah, sometimes you won't see him. If you don't see him, that means he's quote unquote went on break. You need to go away and come back in, like, I don't know, make a trip around the block or have a ride, because if you don't see him, you either have to relog or just go on a walk so things
just take a drive around the hospital and he should come back.
Yep.
Like, for example, right now, I can't see him.
Since our ambos...
Well, I can't see you.
Oh, well, right.
Yeah, we don't know what's wrong with that, so... Anyway.
You see me, right?
Yes, we can see.
Brittany
here
does
now?
not exist.
If you do
No,
not...
still invisible, unless you're with.
Weird.
It happens. Now, if you do not see ambulances right after restart, it is because there are new vehicles. Vehicles spawn, like, according to their VIN number. VIN number is basically a number for what vehicle it is. So since these ambulances are new, it takes them like 15 minutes to appear. So after restarts, both persistent vehicles in the city and in garage take a while to show up. So don't panic if you see an empty valet, or if you had your vehicle parked out here and it's gone. You just gotta wait for it. And also having a walk helps, because if it's not in view, it's gonna spawn a bit quicker, but it's still gonna take a few minutes. Okay, that would be the garage. There are doors on sides, but nobody cares about that. We are going here. Everybody follow me. And everybody continue shouting. And we're not going to the elevator because we have a morgue.
Oh.
Yes, you're gonna come here occasionally if you have a DOA. If you do, you're lucky. Do not come often unless you encounter a group of cannibals and shoot 4 of them down. They all die.
Oh. If you sleep here like Lydia.
Oh, this room makes me so sick.
But yes, this is the morgue. It all is to be kept closed at all times. For how to handle DOAs, we're not gonna go on here. It's gonna be more in character training. Probably gonna get medical examiner involved to make that as efficient and good as possible. But for now, do not worry. If if somebody ends up dying, we do not do autopsies. We have special
We could
personnel
sacrifice
that
Hightower and do the practice that way.
we have special personnel that does autopsies. All we technically need to do is get the person's email, which is their Discord, to be able to contact them after they either leave or delete the character because they have died, so they have no more use for it, and just put it on this lab and quote unquote put it in cold storage, and they'll stay here.
I fake quit.
Yeah, and then they'll be gone. So like, if something happens before you are trained how to handle a DOA, just remember that the only detail you actually need is to grab their Discord, from them. So we know who to contact OC on Discord to set up a thingy. But that's about
There's
it.
a really easy template in the MDT for that you can look at later.
Yep. Now stairs. We're going to first floor. Whee!
Oh god.
I'm trying. Sorry.
Traffic jam.
Is that
Why
everybody?
did it just get so quiet?
I think so. Chloe and I were the last ones through.
That looked like so many
Who
more
the hell
people
gave a monkey in
downstairs.
spacesuit a gun?
I can
probably
follow
the
up rear
space.
whenever we move places and make sure that I'm the last.
Space government.
Yes, please. I would appreciate it. All right, these are the hospital offices. Nothing really important. We have meetings here. 7? No, wait. What time?
4 p.m. PST.
There you go. There you go. Sorry, I'm from Europe. I do not know the times of it. There's one meeting here. It's mandatory if you're on duty. You do not have to come to it. But if you want to be up to date with everything and not have to look for other members to be up to date, this meeting is pretty useful. We just talk about whatever happened last day and all the news, etc., etc.
4 p.m. EST every day, you said?
No,
Pacific
PST.
every day.
Okay.
It's only mandatory if you're in the server.
This.
and on duty.
Brittany, you looking hot.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
That's cafeteria. We used to have meetings here. We no longer have meetings here. Instead, now we just have a fridge here that's filled with drinks and food, and also a kitchen where people who do cook in character do cook in character. Off duty, of course, because for the greater good. No cooking on the clock.
Good.
But yeah, if you're ever hungry, you can come here. We have some people that do some cooking, so you have decent chance of catching some free food in here. But you make so much money working at TACMED. You make so much fucking money. Just go to the restaurant and buy a shit ton of food. You'll be okay. You make over
Also, if you ever stock the fridge with your own personal money, everyone will love you.
Just don't eat like me. I'll never be able to run and cry about it. And the most important part of floor 1, the armory. Again, who here has never interacted with the armory?
Oh, sorry.
Me.
Damn.
I have not.
I haven't.
Actually, something I forgot. Who here is not hired onto SAMS? Everybody who's not
here?
hired,
On
follow
this-
me.
On this server?
You motherfucker.
Make 2
Yes, on
lines.
here.
Make 2 lines.
Yes,
Who's
please
not hired?
come towards us with guns. We will not hurt you, I promise.
All right.
Should we be
what's your state
question.
ID?
Yes.
All right, your turn.
Should we be hired right now? Should we be able to clock on?
Yes. That's
me get out of
that's
the
what I mean.
Okay,
need-
I am able to clock on the main server,
what's
but
your
not on
state
this
ID?
server.
Yep, that's fine.
probably won't
Because
have
we
it
need to
here
hire
yet.
you here. It's fine. Okay.
We need to
Okay.
take down your names anyway.
Janus.
So.
All right. Let me go ahead and hire you.
1063111.
All right. All right, female pet model. Could I have your state ID, please? I cannot see it on the ID when I'm hiring.
Um, 108370.
There you go.
There you go.
All right, next one.
Did you get that?
Yes.
Perfect.
Should be hired on now.
Again,
Who's,
not
the one
not
behind?
not showing your ID. Gotta read it out, unless you're just showing it to yourself.
Ethan,
I was showing it to myself.
108362.
Yep.
Oh, no, wait, 362.
10.
8369.
Wait, one more time.
108362.
There you go.
I'm here.
And last person.
It's gonna be 106917.
There you go.
Oh, nice.
Did you get that?
There you go.
Perfect.
Yep.
Thank you.
Perfect.
I recommend for this part you'll change out of your pads and just put on a multiplayer.
Oh yeah. You
one.
cannot have a pet for this part.
Yeah, you're gonna need to put on a uniform.
Everybody go back to normal player model.
I'm still not able to clock on, but I don't know.
You're not able to go duty?
Sorry.
No, I'm not.
Well,
You're
what's
not
your
a part
name?
of institution.
Oh, did you
accept it?
accept it?
I didn't get any.
All right, let's
any
try
request.
again. Let's try again. What is your state ID?
106917.
70 or 17?
17.
All right, I think I heard 16 for some reason last time. There you go.
There we go.
There we go. Go ahead and go on duty. Everybody is on duty? Don't worry about clothes.
Right,
You're gonna be putting on
anyone-
uniform anyway.
So like what supplies should we get from here? MDT, radio?
It's okay. It's okay. Everybody, is everybody on duty?
Ooh, this
Yes.
is nice.
Yes.
Perfect.
How do you do it?
All right.
So I already have an MDT on this one because I'm actually a Sabo on this account on this character.
And it's probably the same. It depends on what your clock. Yeah, it's probably gonna be different.
It shows
depending
me
on what your clock.
Yeah,
is,
on
It shows
duty.
me as a Sam's right now, and I actually
Yes.
like the way y'all's look.
There's 11 on duty and 11 here, so we're all on. I think. Did I count that correct? No, there's 10 on duty. Never mind.
Where's
just to
Brittany?
make-
Oh, there is.
Just to make this easier, who is going to be a doctor on the live server? Looks around. Bobby? Where's Bobby? Okay, perf. Well,
Yeah.
so for you guys, you
Someone
only
new shit on
need...
this server.
It is always in the MDT, but you guys, you will need a pair of scrubs. They have to be matching. Can't mix and match your scrubs. No heels. Okay, I know the girls love their heels, but no heels. All right.
You can't do that. You can't do that. That's not
I can.
fair.
I'm sorry.
We did it.
GPS.
We did it.
What about a
Already been done.
sensible
They
wedge?
did do that.
Well, Brittany wouldn't give a fuck, but the overseer would. So
Yeah.
Brittany would not give a fuck.
Right.
GPS watch, radio earpiece, and a stethoscope. That's all you will need
That
for a
is
doctor.
papers,
And in
please, Steve.
terms of equipment, you need a radio and an MDT. Personal handguns are also kind of required, but not really. It is recommended because as a doctor, you probably will get harassed and maybe shot.
Well, in character, Bobby has a license taken away, so I can't get it.
Well, rip.
All right.
Well,
All right. All of Tackman, listen close. There are a few parts to armory: closet, armor, actual armory, storage, and disposal. Disposal is pretty self-explanatory. It's a trash can that gets emptied on every restart. So if you got trash, envelopes, the keys to rentals you want to get rid of, everything you want to get rid of, don't throw it on the ground. Just put it in disposal. It's gonna be gone by the time the server restarts. Then storage, the most important place every TACMED will look every single day. Why? Because we always look in storage first before we buy something. Everyone understands that?
Yeah.
Perfect. Every time you're missing some sort of equipment, you will check if it's available in storage first before purchasing it. Because every time you purchase something, it goes straight out of the hospital bank account, right? So we can see every single purchase that has ever been made by everybody, at what point. So the people will be fired for not following that rule. It's strict, but it's kind of the RP point that we're going through right now. We're not a communist regime, but maybe we are a little bit. So do not fuck up. Always check storage. If you do fuck up, you'll have to have an earful. You'll be fine if you don't fuck up too much or too often. But try not to fuck up. Always check storage. All right, and then closet and armory. Closet is mostly for outfits. Armory is for all of the rest of equipment, which I'll tell you right now what you need to buy. Yes, question?
Yeah, is there a storage log? Like I know there's a log. For,
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, storage log?
No, it's all.
No.
Admins would be able to check it, but we don't have a log of actually, what's being put in and put out.
We only have a log of who buys what.
Yep, everyone has access to storage, so technically it could just come into storage and steal everything, and nobody would be able to tell that it was you until you get caught. But no, there's no log on. Admins can, check what has been taken in and out of containers and storage stuff like that, but there's nothing in character about that. Because it's literally just, an open box. Everybody who's on duty can take whatever they want and put whatever they want in it.
Essentially, if you think about it, Cynthia's just writing down what you've purchased and just handing it over to the overseer. Like an IC thing, basically.
All right, we are going to start with everybody here getting a uniform for TACMED. The most important part is getting a dress shirt that is appropriate rank. If you take a look at SOPs, which I hope you have open, you will see what kind of... what are those things on shoulders called?
Epaulettes?
That appropriate on the shoulders. Chevrons, there you go.
Yeah, the chevrons on your shoulder.
Go ahead and take a look in the closet with Cynthia and find a dress shirt that is corresponded with your current rank, which if you're new here it would be initiate, which is the single chevron. You can see the chevrons in top right. Perfect, you got it right.
Can we choose what pants we're getting?
Yes, that's the fun part. The only uniform restrictions are you have to have a correct rank on your dress shirt, but obviously you have choices of long, short sleeve, tie or no tie, and also you're not allowed to wear TACMED gear, which is the stuff that Brittany here has on her, until you're at least full operator. So you're stuck with only being able to wear the shirt until you get there. As for pants and accessories, it's all, you can wear whatever you want. Any type of pants, any type of thingies, stethoscope.
What about the belts?
There's two belts you can choose
It's all
from,
your choice. Yep, all of those things are up to your choice. Dress pants, TACMED pants. TACMED pants technically not, because they're operator only. So
yeah.
But just
There's
remember,
the two different Sam's pants you can choose from, I think.
On the live server, if you make redundant purchases, you will be fired. No questions asked.
Yep.
Yeah, I organized the storage the other day, and we have a bunch of shirts and pants in there.
Yeah, so if you're like, say these striped pants here, if you want to change to a different pair of pants and there's the other Sam's pants in storage, you can swap them out. Just make sure you're putting the ones you're wearing in storage and not buying a new pair.
And the same stands for your dress uniform. When you get an upgrade in rank, or if you even get hired as initiate, you will not go straight away to buying. You will first check if there's a shirt that is appropriate for your rank available in storage. I will not shoot you in the head if there is appropriate rank available in storage, but it's the wrong style. For example, if you want to have long sleeves and tie and there is only one operative shirt available in storage that's short sleeves and no tie, I will not kill you for buying it. It's cheap, it's okay. But like, if there is one that is exactly what you're looking for, it is in storage, and you buy one regardless, that's a redundant purchase that you're getting fired by. So please just
What about the
check
holster?
The holster is in lieu of the utility belt, I'm pretty sure. I think that's personal choice as well.
Negative.
No, it's always utility belt?
Yeah, holster is you get to choose between stethoscope or holster, because that's accessory.
Oh, I didn't realize there was a neck accessory. Sweet.
Yeah, it's a neck accessory. So you can either have a holster, which also, cool enough, changes location depending on which pants you're wearing. Like if you take a look at Brittany, she has it's down her hip because that's where the holster location for these pants is. But if you're wearing normal dress pants, it's up to your belt. But that's besides the point. Basically, remember to wear correct rank. Anything else, you get to pick and choose and match whatever you want. And do not buy things that are in storage. Always check storage first. All right, now that everyone is dressed up appropriately, almost everybody, somebody's missing one thing, and I might have some bad news.
I have to change the hair real quick. So
Yep.
I can put that on.
Yep. Sadly, the cap has to be on. Just so he can recognize initiates.
You can do, you might be able to do hair
Oh,
tie or
yeah.
hair
You
bun.
don't have to change hair. You can do just either hair tie or hair bun, and because those hairstyles work with the hat, and also it'll automatically remove itself when you take off the hat. So your hair, do hair tie or hair bun now. Command.
It should fix it for you.
Yep.
There you
and
go.
now
That's
take off your
handy
hat.
to remember.
Yeah, take off your hat, and it should go straight back to your normal. What if you do
so
slash hat?
it's an easy fix.
Yeah, it's an easy fix. You just gotta do the same command again, and it'll fix itself.
Oh wow.
Right, this is my favorite.
What the fuck?
Yep.
Oh god.
Nice.
That's what
it's
she's
me,
hiding
Wyatt.
under her wig.
No. There's nothing up there. All right, now that everybody's dressed, it's time to get equipped. Does anybody here have an idea what we need to do with some of the equipment we buy as TACMED?
Put it in our
MDT.
MDT
Oh,
profile.
Yes. The
What
guns
is your
and radios.
punching me? Oh my
The
gosh.
guns and
Can't see
radios
you.
have serial numbers. Those are mandatory to be in the MDT. As soon as you buy them here, I want you to, first off, everybody get an MDT from Armory.
And a radio.
Yep, and a radio.
If you don't have an MDT, there's one on the ground over here.
Also, for you will most likely be asked to leave your lawyer MDT in locker room and just get a Sam's one because it shows
Oh yeah, no,
what it belongs to.
I actually have Sam's character here, so.
Oh, okay. Oh, I get it.
Okay.
I get it. You just okay. Now I get it.
It automatically gave me this character for the dev
No
server.
medkits or bandages for doctors.
Yeah, doctors do not. Well, you can grab them for here, but on a live server, doctors do not carry anything but an MDT and a radio and the required uniform.
Yep.
So
Doctors
no
use
big
bags
fancy
for
gun.
helping people.
No medkits, no bandages. And if you're caught with them, well.
Bye bye.
So, like, how do we treat? Do we just put them in the bed? And
Don't worry,
the
we'll
bed,
get there.
the bed.
We'll-
we'll go over Doctor.
We'll go
Doctor
healing
from around the
stuff
treatment floor.
upstairs.
I'll
I'm
go
sorry,
over
I'm getting
it.
so excited.
No, it's
I'll go
okay.
over it
It's okay.
personally.
I know it's going a bit slower because, first of all, we're not used to running this thing, and also we're missing some tools that make it a lot more convenient.
Yeah, this is our first time without nicotine, so please bear with us.
All right. Does everybody new has an MDT and knows how to use it?
Yeah, I know how to use mine.
And by knowing how to use it is knowing how to open it. Everything else we'll explain to you. Just I believe F7 is the default keybind to open and close MDT? Or thing open just when you close it with escape?
F7, yeah.
Yeah, F7, there you go. So you don't actually have to have it on your hotbar or... it just has to be in your pockets and you can just use F7. I forgot what it is for radio because I don't have them set up for my radio because I use them for other things. But all right, now that everyone knows how to open MDT, everyone open the radio. Yay.
Is there a hotkey for that one?
Yes, but I don't know it. I'm dumb.
I think you can set one or you can put it on your hotbar.
Yeah.
Yes, you can
just put it on the
definitely.
hotbar.
Yeah,
I usually have it on my hotbar.
Yeah, me too.
And for your radio, pro tip, you should bind the volume up and the channel up and down to something. I have them on my number pad.
Arrow key up and down. That's what it
negative.
says in the SOPs.
No, that'll be your
that
dispatch
is for
default keys.
dispatch.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. All right, everyone has their radio out. All right, there's a knob at the top middle that you use to turn it on and off. Everyone turn it on. Once it is on, you can click on the green screen in the middle to type the channel you want to be on. What is our channel that we use?
Radio 1.
1.
Perfect. Our frequency is 1. We have, ones following that. 2 is usually for doctors in surgery. But everyone is always on 1. People will come onto our radio and ask for assistance, but sometimes we will have to go on different radios. For example, we will go on radio frequency 5, which is police, or 11, which is rangers, etc., etc. But, first thing you clock in, you go on duty, and you turn your radio. Never have your radio on you if you are off duty. Yeah, because if we see your blip, because every time everybody has a radio on, we can see your blip, just like you can see everybody else's blip. So if we notice somebody on radio that is not supposed to be on duty, that's an easy way to get fired. If you play characters that's just an EMS, and that's literally all you do, and you just, you log off in here because you only live EMS, you don't have to worry. If you're a character that, does actual Civ RP and goes off duty and does stuff, remember to always leave all of your equipment in the locker room and never leave with...
badge.
Yep. Everything you actually use on duty is to be left here if you're going off duty. The badge is the only thing.
Or you'll get fired.
Yeah, and we don't want you to get fired, do we?
Upstairs. We'll go to them eventually.
So, is everybody on channel 1 and knows how to talk on radio? There's a keybind for talking on radio.
Check. Radio check.
All right.
Team 2.
Oh, okay. There you go. Experience Brittany on radio. It's a... If somebody doesn't know what to press to talk on radio, you can find it in the 5M keybind, so you'll be fine. Ring button doesn't work. Mute obviously works, but do not use it. It's better to go off radio if you want to have it gone, because you can forget that you have it on mute. Volume up and down, obviously. You can set preset. If you're on a channel you want to set as preset, you can press the knob to the right and then click 1 or 2 to have it set up. So instead of scrolling or typing 5, you can just click. You can just set your second preset to be channel 5 and have it a bit lower. So that way, every time you click press preset 2, it'll automatically take you to the police. But it's honestly easier to just be able to scroll through channels manually with keybind. But that you'll have to set up later. Okay, we have MDTs that we know how to open. We have radios that we know how to use. Once we move on from here, I'll be talking majority on radio so that everybody can hear me, because screaming is cringe. Let's see what is next. All right, everyone, open up their MDTs. We're gonna do a little bit.
F7 is the default keybind.
Yep. In the middle, you will find patients database, and under that, if you click on it, patients, please go there. You have 2 options, search and profile. You'll go to search, and under that, there's a search bar. You will look up your name and find your patient profile or equivalent character that you're on right now.
Oh, okay, I'm already there then.
Yep.
Male?
What?
Why do you think I'm a male?
I don't know.
Wow. Hate that for you.
All right, everybody is on their profile. Those are separate profiles to the police. The medical staff and police have separate profiles. We have access to different information than police does, and basically we have no access to anything that police has access to. Because we're EMS. Well, TACMED, we do not give a fuck about people's criminal history, etc. In the middle, there is space for notes. Everybody who's medical staff can edit those notes. What is something that you will have to put in your own notes on your own profile?
Serial number for radio and serial for BDW if you have it.
Very much correct one. Everybody now who is a part of that, actually everybody, can go ahead and get themselves a PDW and bullets. On the normal server, it's 60 bullets, which is 2 magazines. On here, you can get more if you want to have some fun. I don't care. And once you have done that, I will want you to copy a serial number from your radio and PDW and put it into your patient profile. Reminder, it is not auto-saved. You have a button on the top right of your profile that you have to spam the shit out of like 20 times to make sure that it saves properly, because sometimes just once or twice doesn't work. To copy serial number, just right-click on equipment and you'll have an option, copy serial number. All right. Everybody who's already done it, hand up. Or hands up.
I accidentally bought 2 PDWs.
That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. It's a dev server.
Just don't do it on the live server.
Do not do it on the dev server. Be careful, because that shit is expensive. Like, we can forgive, accidentally buying an extra shirt, but a gun,
Got some doctors raise hands. What's up? Pink, you go first.
Oh, I thought we were supposed to put our hands up if we're
Yep.
done.
Yep.
Oh,
yep.
never mind.
I'm waiting to see when everybody is done.
Alright, do I write anything in front of it?
It
front
can
of
be
the
just
serial number?
radio
How much are
dash
these
serial
things?
number. No need to make it fancy. Just serial number, what it stands for, obviously, because.
Another handy thing when it won't matter as you're an initiate, but when you become an operator, putting your ambulance's license plate in your profile is pretty handy as well.
If you do not remember, but I would hope if you play somewhat frequently, it'll take you like 1 day maybe to remember what's your vehicle's license plate, because you will be using just one vehicle once you're
it'll be
operator.
assigned to you.
All right, one person's still working on it. Everyone,
good.
go ahead and
So
reopen. Yep. Ah, sorry, gotcha. Everybody reopen their patient profile and make sure it's there. Every time you put your MDT down and up, it refreshes. So that's one way to check if something worked.
Yeah, it's there.
Yep, it's there.
Still there?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Get in the habit of checking, because MDT can be freaky sometimes. I have cried for like a week straight trying to save fucking notes in command board, and it finally started working. Even now it's a little bit fucked up, but regardless, okay. Those serial numbers will be put on there as soon as you're hired on the actual server and buy that equipment. Also, something you'll have to do on the actual live server before you buy any of the equipment, you will visit the police station either by yourself or with somebody from hospital to have your DNA and fingerprints on file for the police. It doesn't matter if you think you might have done in the past, you will be required to check anyway. So everybody,
You also
look
get
forward
one of
to
these too.
Yep. That's after the onboarding. So
Mine's already been submitted.
Is it the 9mm bullets?
Yes, it's 9mm bullets. Yes, and the ones you buy at the normal ammunition work as well. So there's nothing stopping you from buying a shitload of private bullets and using them, technically.
Yes.
So if you want to go ham, you can just buy 1,000 bullets at ammunition.
Mine's already been
and have
submitted for reception, so do I need to go again?
No.
No.
It's just if you, I don't know, like Maria got arrested and her fingerprints and DNA was supposed to be on file because I agreed to it in RP, but then I go and they have nothing. So
yeah, sometimes the cops are stupid as fuck.
Yeah, the first time I went, they didn't do it either. So
yeah, me too. So if you go and they don't do it properly, that's on them, not you.
Yeah. As long as you specifically go there for that reason for the hospital, it's fine. At that point, I will not.
With Morag and that.
Yep. Okay. Good. So let's see what's next. Yes, the fun stuff, the stuff you will be using to sometimes save lives, but not too often. Medkit and a bandage. Go ahead and get one of each as well from, I believe, Armory. Closet is mostly for clothes.
TACMed only carry one of each, by the way, so don't be carrying more than one medkit or bandage.
When you
and
use
always
one,
check storage
that
first.
is when you buy an extra one. There's no bandages or medkits in storage because those are confiscated by the overseer, and she keeps them all in her locker room. Which means if the overseer is on duty, you do not have to buy medkits or bandages. You can just go on radio and ask the overseer, "Hey, could I get a resupply because I use the medkit or a bandage," and she will give you them because she has like fucking 600,000 in her locker room from all the previous stuff. All right, and now the last part. There is also equipment you will buy, or not buy, but sometimes use, that is usable and you can repair here with Cynthia. That is the fire extinguisher that you will not bother buying. We will have at least one or two in the storage itself, but if it goes down, you can bring it back over here to Cynthia and have it repaired for a fraction of a cost instead of buying a new one. We do not buy new ones. Same stands for cleaning kits. You will use cleaning kits to clean things like these. You see this little blob and chunks of blood? You will see that the hospital gets filled with them so much because everybody fights in the hospital, especially if burn unit is around, then you'll see them everywhere. Use a cleaning kit to clean that up, but again, do not buy cleaning kits. These have a certain amount of uses, and once they are low, you bring them down here and have them repaired for a fraction of a cost instead of buying a new one.
Cleaning kits had 3 uses. They have 4 uses. You use it 3 times, and then on the 4th use, you don't use it. You bring it back down here and get it repaired. So 3 times, then repair. That's how I like to think of it. You can also check the status of how low it is in your inventory.
Yep, it's like food, but it goes down every time you use it. So just remember not to
3 uses.
break it. If you break it, you'll be a little bit of trouble. You know, they're not the most expensive, but better be safe than sorry. So if you're somebody that often remembers, I don't know, clean up 2 places and have it repaired to not risk, you know, breaking it like a silly. And there's a third equipment that breaks down over time, and you can have it repaired and never buy an extra one. It is a TAC Med Vest. Everybody go into the armory and get yourself a TAC Med Vest.
Do these have armor yet on the dev
Yes, yes they do.
I need a new one.
Mine doesn't because I got shot.
We're not sure if ones here have... Alright, anybody who
mine has plates. I bought it here.
Alright,
So
if you look at your status
never
bar,
mind.
you will notice a blue icon that is filled up to the brim. That is your plate. That is your vest. It goes down every time you get hurt, so when you're wearing it and are on staff, I suggest not, you know, fucking around and ragdolling and punching each other because it actually damages the vest. So don't mess around too much when you're wearing a vest because, you know, it's supposed to stop bullets, not have to deal with some silly fighting or getting run over by Callum because he doesn't know how to fucking drive. But again, vests never break. Unlike cleaning kits, the extinguishers and vests just go down to 0. By that time, they are useless, but they still remain an item. You will bring them back here to Cynthia, and you will have them repaired every time they are down. You will never have an option to dump a broken vest into storage or disposal and buy an extra one. That is an insta-firing. You get 1 vest, and unless it gets, you know, stolen off of you, you're keeping that 1 vest. For context, when you're repairing vests, you have to take them off and on again for the status to update. Because if you just repair it, it'll repair it, but you won't see the icon refilled until you take it off and on again. I think that is it. Other than if somebody wants to clean this up, somebody has a cleaning kit, or maybe they need to buy it. But the first person who
Yeah, I
cleans it
can
up-
show you guys how to clean it up. Super simple. You just literally third eye it.
Yep. Is the
Just,
context menu. Same as you would interact with anything else in the world. You just see the chunks. You can't do anything with them if you don't have a cleaning kit. If you have a cleaning kit, you can clean them up. There you go. If you got nothing better to do, might as well, you know, look around the hospital and see if it needs cleaning, because there's gonna be a lot of those. But you can only clean the chunks, the blood, the actual spilled blood, the footprints and everything. That's just client side. You gotta just go away for it to disappear. Everybody new in the area won't see them, but those chunks, everybody can see them, and they get obnoxious. All right, that is all for the armory. Most important part, always check storage first. Yes, everybody will always check storage when they need something.
Yes.
Look at the poster.
Good, yeah, look, there's even a poster. You have so many fucking posters. I will not purchase from the armory without checking storage first. Go ahead and repeat it. Out loud.
I will not
I will
purchase
not
from the
purchase
armory
from the armory
without checking storage first.
Period. .t.
All right, everybody back to the stairs. We're going up one floor.
The treatment floor. This is my part, guys, as head doctor.
Wow.
This is my
doctor,
home.
that gives head.
Love 103.
Really good at giving head.
I believe it.
Right, we'll stop here. We can stop here. Let's wait for everyone.
I am a
Alrighty,
loot
so
pinata.
this is. Oh, do we have everyone? Come on. Come on.
There you go.
Alright, let's get you in here.
Alright, I like to think of this room as the waiting room.
Yes, this
when
is where
people
you-
come in.
It's
when
loud
people
in the
come in,
treatment floor.
Yeah. When people come in with a bunch of their friends, direct them over to here. Because when we're treating patients, we don't want a bunch of their friends surrounding them because it's annoying, it's loud, and also we don't know if those people are up to something, you know? So it's better to make everyone wait out here than crowd around their friend in a bed. If you come in here, we have vending machines. Oh, sorry. So in here, we have vending machines. These actually are functional. If you just third item, you can get coffee, the snacks. They don't really fill you up, but I mean, if you need food desperately, these are functional. We also have people sit over here and wait. So this is treatment floor. This is where the magic happens. So first thing I'll talk about is I'll talk about the beds. So these beds over here, these are called, well, beds. And these beds are very, very powerful because guess what they do? They heal. Now, a lot of people will come in and they'll run past the doctors and they'll run past the TACMed and they'll jump straight onto a bed. That's a big no-no. People who do that and refuse to RP their injuries and they just hop on a bed for a second to, you know, not get downed or like become undowned and heal a little bit and then run out without RPing or RPing. That's fail RP. That's low quality RPing. You can actually report people for that. So I do encourage you to do that because it is something that happens quite a lot and it is really fucking annoying and weird. But these beds are a very, very powerful tool, which is why when TACMed usually bring people in, you guys always drop them over here first so you can ID them. Why do we ID them? Well, we'll get to that in a little bit. I think there's a whole section where we'll go over the MDT and the invoice section.
Yep.
So we'll talk about that in a little bit, but you always want to make sure when you bring someone in, you dump them like around here so you can ID them first if you haven't ID'd them on the scene. So yeah, make sure you get IDs before you plop anyone on the bed. If someone's bringing their friends in and, you know, they don't drop them on the floor and they just walk straight past you and put them on the bed, or again, it's LQRP. So they just get on a bed and run out, then...
All right, who here doesn't know how to report players?
Oh yeah, that's very important. Talk about that.
All right, what you do is just type report. That's all. That takes a snapshot. You don't need to use slash on the server.
Oh, you don't?
No, you can actually drop the slash.
Oh yeah,
You can
it's
just-
true actually. Yeah, it's true. I always forget that.
Yeah, so when you do report or slash report, it takes a snapshot of your character's surroundings that logs everything down, you know, people in it, what's happening, etc. That doesn't tell anyone anything. What you need to do after you do slash report is go into the Discord on the main PurpleRP Discord and make a ticket. That is a player report, and then explain the situation. I recommend at least taking a screenshot of the person you're accusing. If your person, you know, either streaming or just having a recorder in the background, I suggest getting a clip of it because that's, you know, like the easiest way to prove it. Although, as you know, whitelisted medical experts, just you telling the admins, hey, this person over here did this, it's going to be enough for them to get a talking because it's
Yeah, they'll be able
very
to see
obvious,
in the,
right?
in the database who used the bed, I'm sure.
Yep. So it's just that. That's how you do it. Remember, if you do report accidentally, for example, just don't do anything until you actually open the Discord ticket. Nothing is done. It's just a little file on the server side that gets saved. That doesn't really do anything. So if you ever do it mistakenly or something, don't worry about it. Nothing actually happens until you open a ticket in the Discord. Yes. Question.
Just going back to IDing patients, are we just like, hey, show me your ID?
Don't worry about it. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Okay. Okay. Now the next thing.
95 rooms.
No, not 95 rooms.
Oh, we're not going over 95
We
rooms?
will, but I have a nice list. I made a list of everything that kind of teaches you how to do the next thing. Okay. First thing, you are a character that doesn't know anything. Please ask your superior. Does anybody know what a chain of command is?
Who's in charge of who?
All right. What is chain of command?
Well, it's just a chain of like members who are your bosses. So it's like each level.
Exactly. You are expected to not run straight to the overseer or underseer for a question that could be answered by somebody 1 or 2 ranks above you, right? So, like, if you're initiate, just ask an operator or just the next person upper rank that's available on duty right now, right? If literally you are an initiate and the only other person is an overseer, you will go to the overseer with the question. But if you're in an attack team with 4 other people, there's of operators and specialists, you do not need to go on radio and ask for an overseer or another boss, and for the location to ask a question. Just ask somebody that's above you, because everybody in TACMED who is a full-fledged operator is technically an FTO. Everybody who gets promoted to a full TACMED is supposed to have all the knowledge necessary to do anything. So if you have any question, just ask anybody. And don't skip the chain of command. Also, if you get an answer that you do not like, you are not allowed to go to someone else and ask it again. For example, if you, I don't know, as an initiate, come to me and ask me if you can not wear a cap while you're initiate because, it doesn't work with your hair and you don't like it, and I tell you, no, you have to wear it. You are not allowed to then, go to another vanguard or someone higher up and be like, hey, can I not wear it? Hoping that you'll get a different answer. When you get a definitive answer, that's when it stops, right? If somebody you ask doesn't know the answer, then it's fine to look for somebody else. But if somebody doesn't know the answer, they will probably have to look for an answer themselves. But if you get an answer you do not like, you have to accept, sadly, right?
Follow the cock.
Yeah, respect the cock.
We all love
respect the cock.
We all love the cock. All right.
What? Do we?
Yep. Next
the cock
up,
is all explained on the SOP as well.
Yep, it is. All right. Next up, the magical up arrow key on your keyboard. It should be that for everybody here as a default for dispatch, unless you have it bound to something else. Up arrow key is the default keybind to bring up dispatch. It will always automatically appear when a call comes in if you are on duty. But if you press up arrow, it will always be visible. You press the up arrow again to make it disappear and only appear when the call comes. But if you want to check them out, you press the up arrow and you can see. Can everybody see the dispatch window in the top right?
Yes.
All right, perfect. Now you will click the U button on your keyboard. That will bring up your mouse and you will be able to move the dispatch around. Can everybody move the dispatch window around?
Yes.
Yep.
All right, feel free to do that. Only thing to remember is for now, the location does not save between relogs. So you'll have to, if you don't like where it is, you'll have to move it every single time you're around. But at least you can move it. That's something good. All right. What can the last call on dispatch? You use arrows left and right to move through the calls. The right one is the newest one, and to the left are older and older. You can see how long ago they've been made. And arrow down is responding to dispatch. It is not a click, it's a hold to make sure you don't do it accidentally. So clicking does nothing. You have to actually hold it to respond. I want everybody here to respond to the latest 13 alpha by Brittany. Perfect. Did anybody notice something changing with the dispatch window?
It changed to cancel.
There's so many who's responding.
Yep, it says the number of people responding and also changes to cancel. You do the same to cancel. You hold the button down to cancel. Does anybody know what happens to the person who did the call when you respond to it?
I would assume it advises someone's on the way.
Yes. It changes the timer for local rescue when somebody's down. Obviously, that's not a thing for 13 alphas because that's not actually the person being dead. That is just a radio alert. But when somebody's actually down and they do get a timer, responding to that, normally if there is no response, they will be able to get teleported back to Eclipse Hospital. Eclipse Hospital only, as it is currently the only hospital that is actually open and working. It doesn't teleport you to any others anymore. Yes, if nobody responds to dispatch, they will be able to get teleported out in just 3 minutes. If somebody does respond, that means that somebody is on the way and they have to wait at least 20 minutes until they respawn, which is mostly to prevent people from being able to skip RP, right? If they go down and there are actual role players on the way, they're not allowed to just, respawn. So that is very important. Another thing to remember about that fact is that if you do respond on dispatch, you have to go to that call because that person will be stuck there for 20 fucking minutes waiting. So if if something happens and you somehow get busy or something, you gotta always remember to cancel your response on dispatch because once there's nobody responding to it anymore, the timer will go back down. So even if they had like 10 minutes left on the timer, right? And for example, you are no longer available because there's a 13 alpha and you have to attend that instead. You will cancel your injured person call and that will allow them to, not have to wait for nothing because nobody's coming and they'll be able to respawn. All right, that is all for dispatch. Pretty straightforward. There are 3 types of calls. 47 call, which is an injured person. Those are, you'll see one in a second. It takes a little bit for you to be able to call for one. But those are the basic calls. And then we also have 13 Bravos and 13 Alphas. Does anybody know what those are?
Isn't that like an officer down?
Yes and no. It is actually state employee down. It extends to EMS, etc. So it's not just police officer. We also can be 13 Bravos and Alphas. 13 Alpha is when the person's life is in danger and it is an actual dangerous situation. 13 Bravo is not really a person being in danger. It is a person being a dummy. There you go. That's a 13 Bravo. You could hear the radio. So if you're ever being held up, remember you cannot just radio that and not have people know about it because everybody will hear it. And in a little bit, we'll have an injured person call here as well.
There you go.
There you go. Incapacitated person. That is how the calls will look like. You will respond to those, attend. There's also a blip on the map with a heart and area. The blips are not exact, so you sometimes have to do a little bit of search to find the people you're looking for. Also, people are able to call for help twice. So if you get 2 calls from same location, split by a few minutes while you're on the way, it's mostly just the same person, calling twice. If you get calls at the exact same time or more than 2 calls, that means there's more people, so be prepared for that. There is one thing I forgot to mention. Yes, 13 Alphas and 13 Bravos. Anybody has an idea how to call for them? You have to type in the chat box 13A or 13B, and that's all you have to do. Everybody feel free to have fun with that right now.
If I may, for the 13A calls, also don't fuck around with them, because you can be reprimanded by staff, and you can also be reprimanded
13
by the
alphas
police.
Your character's life is in RP danger. If you are messing around and have tripped or got run over by a friend because you're having fun, that's a injured person
13B.
Or a 13B situation. That is not a 13 alpha. 13 alpha is you get blown up, kidnapped, shot by somebody, an actual RP scenario, and your character's life is in danger, right? Or for example, you're being shot at. You do not have to go down to use it. you can use 13 alpha before you go down. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Don't ever use it if your hands are up either.
One way,
in use RP sense.
I don't think you can actually use it when your hands are up. I think that's disabled.
Oh, did they disable it? Thank God.
I think so. But one way to think about it is 13 alpha is oh fuck, and 13 bravo is I fucked up.
And I'm pretty sure 13A can count as false reporting too, so you can get RP consequences.
We had someone get demoted from a very high position to a semi-high position, but not as high because they false 13 alpha. So it's very serious and it's taken seriously. Because when you 13 alpha, a big red box will appear on every police's screen, every ranger's screen, and every SAM's personnel screen.
And they will all rush to you.
Yeah, they will all drop everything and they'll come straight to you. So if you just 13 alpha for the fun of it, you're gonna be in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble.
I'm sorry, 13B? What classifies a 13B?
Like I fucked up, like an accident, like
yeah, my car exploded or I fell off a building.
Yeah, nothing
as Rich said. 13 alphas is I'm fucked. 13 bravo is I fucked up, right? I fell off a building, right? And my character is not dying, but I need assistance, right? 13 bravo to be helped up quickly, but it's not an actual, it's not an actual RP emergency, right? You're not actively dying, right? You're not being shot in the head. You're not being looted for all of your equipment. It's fine. It's just you need assistance, but it's not an emergency. So even if you like, I don't know, eat something bad while on duty and trip, it's fine to do 13 bravo because that'll make people quickly find you and help you up. But obviously it's not a 13 alpha because your life is not in danger. You're just being a silly little goose and went down while on duty. Fuck, I forgot about something. Again. I cannot think of anything. All right, quick radio. Oh, yep. We had a question that I forgot. Go ahead.
What are the commands for the 13As and the 13Bs again?
It's 13A or B. So literally just type 13AB. Yep, there you go.
There you go.
No space. It's just 13A, 13B. Yep.
There you go. You did it.
Now I remember. The only requirement that you need to. Sorry. The only way that a 13 alpha or bravo will go through is if you have a radio that is turned on. If your radio is off or it has been taken off your person, you can go ahead and type it all you want. It will not work. So don't worry about being quote unquote power gamey about it. If somebody's, for example, kidnapping you and has not forced you to, turn your radio off or taking the radio off your person, and you're not actively being held up where, doing that would put your body in danger, you are more than welcome to 13 alpha or 13 bravo. Obviously, do not do it if you're, being kidnapped because, they will hear the noise and they might be, be ready to kill you if you do that. But just remember that we have mechanics in the way to stop you from being able to use it when it is not possible. So the only thing you have to worry about is NVL, right? Don't do it when your life could be in danger, right? If you're, for example, if you already got shot or if you're got kidnapped and you got left alone, then you can go ahead and radio it in. Or if, I don't know, if your character doesn't care about their life, then you can radio it in front of the kidnappers and be like, eh.
Yeah, if the RP is good. But that'll be really situational.
Yep. All right. Now we'll move on to the radio that is required for those 13s. It's very easy. You already know which channels are what. If you take a look at your MDT, the default page on the dashboard has, if you scroll down the bulletin board, you will see all of the radio channels. You get very quickly used to them. We have 4 channels. We only use 2. We use 1 for everything, and then 2 if doctor is going into surgery and doesn't want to be disturbed, right? That is pretty much the only thing we're going to be using, unless something special comes along. But then everybody on radio will be informed what we're doing. You always will be on channel 1, unless you have to contact rangers or the police, in which case you will not be calling dispatch unless you want to get in contact with rangers, because God knows police never answers dispatch. So you'll have to switch to either 5 or 11 to get in contact with them. Only difference is how we talk on our radio versus other departments' radios. On our radio, we do not have to use the prefix of M, which stands for medic. We call each other simply by the number. I am 131, and you call yourself your call sign. When you're going on someone else's radio, it is important to call yourself M131 because they have to know that, you're actually the medic. But most of the time you will not have to use it because usually we don't reach out to other departments as individuals, we reach out as departments. So for example, if we want to call the police, we would go onto the radio and say, dispatch, PD from TACMED. Do we know why we say it like that? Because the rule for radio communication is, hey you, it's me. It is important to first get the attention of who you want to reach. So when you want to either talk with somebody directly on our radio or go to a different radio channel and request somebody, you will always mention the person you're trying to reach first, and then you will say your own. So we're not TACMED to PD, we are PD from TACMED. Everybody got that? Hey you, it's me, right? Hey you, it's me. All right, so...
Hey you, it's me.
Exactly. So if we're on our own radio, it is... dispatch 049 from 131 direct. That is 131, me, trying to reach 039 directly, right? They will respond, right? 049 direct or send it, whatever, right? It's always, you always say the person you want to reach first or the department you want to reach first, and then yourself. And that's pretty much it. As for actual, learning people's call signs and codes, it's all in the SOPs. You'll just have to, train, use them. Eventually you'll get it. Or, not. Everybody learns out. They're different. But the easiest way to learn is just to use them, right? Don't worry about fucking up, especially on our radio. Nobody's going to fault you for it. Everybody will always correct you in the good spirit of helping you learn. So just start using them and eventually you'll get to know all of them. All right. I wish you would not be picked up because you have to go down again.
That's okay. I'll die for the cause.
Yep. Good. Very good. Everybody, the next stop is going to be MDT. We're going to be learning how to use that. Everybody go ahead and open that. As you can see, there are three categories to choose from. And also you have, whatchamacallit? Help. What do you call them? On the very top, you can make extra ones. Tabs. You can actually make tabs in MDT now. Please do. It's very, very convenient. It's very good. Every time you open a tab, you can, do other stuff on it. And on the single tab, you can go back and forth between where you were on it. Thankfully. Thank you, history. So you can go with that. All right. With the home, you have a dashboard where on the left, you'll see, all the basic information. And on the right, you will see your personal notes until your command. This is where the actual command board has their info, but if you're not part of command, this is where your personal notes are. Feel free to put whatever you want in them. It can be templates for invoices, medical reports, whatever you want, right? It's your place. It's personal and nobody can look at it, so you can have fun with it, I suppose. Then you have actual personal notes. It's the same for you. It'll be the same, just bigger window. And then active personnel underneath that'll show you everybody who's on duty. So if you ever need to contact somebody, you can go ahead and check up on their call sign, for example, in here. Everybody properly hired on the live server will have their call sign here. And also if they're on paperwork or not. Most people go on paperwork when they go 10-6 or 10-7. That means being unavailable unless emergency or just straight up unavailable, right? They're still on duty, but they're not here. They're either very busy with something or they are AFK for a short time, right? You're not allowed to just stay on duty while you're AFK, right? You're gone for a few hours, but if you just needs, some time to yourself, I don't know, go take a dog out or finish eating, just you can stay on duty. Just say on the radio that you're going 10-7, maybe go on paperwork to make it more obvious, and that's about it. Under that, we have the roaster. Don't worry about that. All right, next tab, patient database, patients. You already know about that. On the left, you have the option to search, and then that opens the tab on the right, which is the actual person's profile. We have their name, everything, phone number. That info is not to be abused. You know, we have HIPAA. You're not allowed to just go into people and search up their phone number and use them for personal reasons. All right. We also see their insurance level. Right? So if you ever need to check up someone's insurance without invoicing them, you'll just look up their patient's profile, and that's how you will be able to see their insurance level. Question or just? All right. All right, so now we know, everybody knows how to look up patients because everybody had to look up themselves to add their serial numbers into their profile. Under patients, we have medical reports. That is not something TACMED will be doing often. That is mostly hospital staff, the doctor's side of things, but TACMED can do absolutely medical reports. They are no longer in use by TACMED, mostly because all we do is invoice people, right? And you can put the same details you would in a medical report in an invoice, right? So if you're going to be treating someone, you might as well put everything in an invoice. But in a rare chance where, for example, you get a person that needs an in-character operation and there are no doctors on duty, and you lead the patient over to the OR room and let local doctors do the thing, but you've already charged the person for the invoice, and you have no reason for the operating procedure, and you don't have a reason to charge them again. You can put all the details, that you get from the local doctor during the operation in the medical report. Do not worry about that too much. We do not expect TACMED to do medical reports or anything like that. It's usually just you have to read up on how much information would be useful to the person that's RPing, right? If you're treating somebody who gets hurt 20 times a day because they're a silly little goose, right, and just mess around, you don't have to worry about details too much, right? Just patient who got hurt, how they got hurt, everything, right? But if somebody is RPing a serious injury, you will put all the details, right? Like, this was wrong here, this happened, blah, 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 blah. All of that is medical reports. Under that, Kanban board. Patient database Kanban board. That is where all of the little sneaky little things we have. We have an ICU tracker that you will learn in character how to use to put people in the ICU. Everybody can put people in the ICU. It's very easy. And all of the other things. You have, I believe there are templates for the MDT. If I'm not mistaken. Yes, if you go into that, you'll see EMS report template. It's not mandatory, but it's a good place to start if you want to take a look at. It has a lot more details than required in most cases, but it all depends on how much paperwork you like doing or not, right? We will not require people to be crazy good at paperwork. We'll take a look at your paperwork on the live server and we'll advise accordingly. Nothing for you to worry about. But that's it for the patients database. Yep. Did I keep hearing something.
No, sorry, I was burping.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, insurance database. Now that's the thing you'll be visiting every time you're on duty, like 50,000 times a day. It works exactly like medical reports, but you'll actually do one right now. If you take a look, you have a list of all the recent ones, and you can go ahead and add new or refresh. Go ahead and click on the add new. That will open a new medical invoice. Everybody can see that?
Yeah.
All right. First thing you're gonna do on any medical invoice is input patient's name or state ID into the patient field, so you can be sure that you're billing the right person, right? If you don't find the name, you're gonna check the ID for the number so you don't make any mistakes, etc. But obviously we have to know who we're charging first. Once you got the patient's ID, hello, who's on the ground right now? Spasming out. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Chloe. Hi, hello.
There we go. Why don't all of you try to find... Well, hello. There we go. Why don't all of you try to find Chloe in our patient's database? If you need more information, you'll just ask your patients for more information. If they do not give you information,
you search them.
Well, no.
I would show you my ID, but it's in my wallet.
It still doesn't work? Oh.
No,
I think it might not be
unfortunately.
here on the dev server anyway.
I just tried it and it didn't
Gotcha.
work. So.
What's her last name?
Zard.
Said H-A-R-D.
Yeah, if somebody tells you their last name and you do not understand it, just ask for more details. Tell them to spell it. Tell them just go ahead and check their ID yourself. Remember, we are not police. We are not searching people. We're only looking at their ID. So if you have to go into people's pockets because they're unconscious and do not do the /ID thing to show you their ID despite being down, or they just refuse and you have to go into their pockets because we can identify people that way. Remember that we are not actually in the RP searching them. We're just going for the ID. It doesn't matter what else you see on them. You do not see them, right? Mechanically, you're searching people, but you do not. Yep.
Well, there's the frisk mechanic on the RP server that I've noticed.
Frisk doesn't work
when you frisk people, their wallet will show up, but if their ID is loose in their pocket, it won't.
Yeah. We don't frisk because it doesn't show the ID, so it's useless.
Yeah,
and
so
it also shows
don't
the
bother doing
weapons,
the
which
frisk.
we do not care about, right? You mechanically
Yeah, it
doing
doesn't
the
matter.
search mechanic, but in character, all you're doing is just looking for the ID, and if you find the ID or the wallet, you take a look at what it is, right? You don't care
Yeah,
about
just to
people's
save time.
possessions, like unless we get actual fucking bombs with timers introduced to the server, and you find with somebody with an active bomb on them, I guess you could.
Alright, make sure you get people's wallets back.
Yes, please. If you ever first step before you even add it, just pull out the wallet, pull out the ID, use it to see what it is, and give it back before adding anything, because we have people forgetting to give back wallets all the time, and it's a hassle and not nice when it happens. So remember to give back wallets. But once you have that, everybody here has the patient, Chloe Zard, and the patient field, correct? Right, good.
Yep.
Reminder, the notes and the title both have a minimum character requirement. So if you ever fill out everything, including the patient, and you cannot make an invoice, that is because your title or notes are too little. Don't worry, like three words is enough for the title, for it to be long enough. So, anyone remember what happened to Chloe?
She passed out.
Negative. She was shot in the head by a crazy doll.
Oh, I didn't see that.
That's why you ask the patient. Ask me.
Yep.
I was shot.
Yep, you won't worry about writing out something too important right now. So put a title that is long enough and in details. Important things. Where you found the patient or from where you transported them. Where they brought to Eclipse or treated on scene. What happened to them. What kind of injuries they had. And how we treated them, right? So if it's just a job for local doctors, you can just say they were brought to Eclipse and their wounds were tended, right? If it's an actual doctor that does the job, you'll just write the name of the doctor that actually treated them. And we have an option to add pictures. It doesn't work yet. Pictures only work for medical reports, sadly. For invoices, they do not appear, so eventually we'll start taking pictures of people on the floor, laughing at them and adding them to the invoices, but not for now. All right, so with the details filled out, etc., title, patient, invoice ID and date gets automatically filled out as soon as you finish the invoice. The one last thing is, the most important one, is you're going to be charging people. You will not be caring about insurance mechanically because it is automatically applied if they have insurance or not. The charges will be adjusted. So we charge everybody regardless. If they had insurance, it just doesn't come out of their account. It gets less. You can go ahead and click on add charges. You will see a long list. If you're observant, you'll notice that there are 3 things that don't really make a lot of sense in this instance. Those would be the top 3 options. The insurance, because that is also how people buy insurance. They do not get to get hurt, but if anybody ever asks you to buy insurance, you'll just open a medical invoice, add the charge of one of the 3 insurances that they're interested in buying, and title it insurance purchase, and that's all. That's how people buy insurance. It's all automatic. You don't need to do anything else. Just small invoice, same notes as title, just insurance purchase or whatever, and you charge them for that. And that's how they get insurance. But in this case, you would be actually charging for treatment. We have ambulance transfer fee. That is whenever you go to a call in the state and bring them back to Eclipse. That is what ambulance transport fee is for. Field treatment fee is for when you use a medkit or a band-aid to treat a patient on scene. You will sometimes find people who are, shocker, role-playing injuries and their characters are not actually down. You could technically treat a patient on scene using absolutely nothing and still charge them for field treatment fee because it's RP. Sometimes you'll find police officers who got shot and they are hurt, right? But they do not require a medkit because they didn't technically go down. You are more than free to use, for example, a band-aid on them. Medkit brings people up from a down state. I don't think it gives you max health, right? It only gives you a little bit. So when you're bringing people from a down state, I suggest using both a medkit and then a band-aid on them to give them a boost in health, because it's you cannot use medkits. Medkits are only to bring people back from the quote-unquote dead, even though they're not obviously dead, but people often say they died when they go down. So medkits bring them up from down state, not much health. So if you see somebody down, I recommend using the bandage as well. That gives them a slow regeneration over time. So that'll bring them to decent health, even though they get treated on scene. But if you find somebody who was shot and is just RPing their injuries and is not actually down, more than free to use the bandage to give them a health boost, right? And charge that a field treatment fee, or just if you know how to, treat an injury, with me's, know what kind of IV to apply, or what kind of medication, or what kind of cream, right? You can just do that and still treat it as field treatment fee. Next up is helicopter transport fee, same as ambulance, right? We take a Valkyrie out, which is our fleet of helicopters, out to rescue somebody from the state. They pay a lot more because it's a helicopter. Hazard fee. If you read the description of the charge, it says charge for necessitating Sam's incursion into dangerous territory, terrain, or violence for the purpose of saving patients. That is very it is hazardous area now.
All the blood on
I've
the
been
floor.
shot twice and there's blood everywhere.
Yep.
I'm just saying things, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Hazard fee is for when you, as TACman, have to basically get endangered in order to save a patient. That can range from coming to places where there are encounters with NPCs with guns, right? And you actually have a gunfight alongside police, or alone if there's no police available to help, to save a patient, right? That's a hazard area. If you go, right, if there's like a huge wreck and the area is dangerous, if there are cars exploding, if you go to a mall and it's being, the mall, go ahead and charge hazard fee, right? Hazard fee is kind of for us to decide when we feel like we have to endanger ourselves in order to save a life. Wheelchair cell, you won't have to worry too much until you're like a higher staff or a doctor. That's mostly for them, because we would prefer for people to actually, be examined and be deemed necessary of the wheelchair, rather than people being able to just buy them for $1,000, and have free wheelchairs, because those things are fucking dangerous. Surgery fee, something you won't often do, because obviously you cannot do surgery, but if there are no doctors available and a local doctor does a surgery is not a doctor stitching up a patient at a bedside, right? It's actual OR, right? Somebody has a fucking bullet in their heart and has to be cut open, even by a local doctor. You can go ahead and apply that charge, surgery fee. Then we have general treatment fee. That is every time a patient gets brought into Eclipse and get treated here on the bed by a doctor or a local doctor. Very, very self-explanatory. Hospital violence fee. Anytime somebody fucks with us on hospital ground, right? Shoots, assaults a patient, and we got their ID. We're charging them with hospital violence fee. It doesn't count, I'm pretty sure, if it's outside the hospital or down to you off duty, but if somebody comes here and assaults our staff, they got charged with hospital violence fee, and it's not covered by insurance, so they'll have to pay it regardless, even if they have insurance. And then prescriptions, that's all for doctors. All right, so go ahead, and what charges would you think would make sense for our patient over here who got shot in the hospital?
Ambulance, surgery, and
General treatment fee.
Yep, because there's no transport necessary. You can just bring her over to the bed. And for the operation, you can leave that up until, you know, they get brought to bed and examined by a doctor, right? You know it's definitely going to be general treatment fee. If a need arises for OR, it's either the doctor's job who does the OR or yours if you're attending a local doctor to help with that. So everybody, please make that invoice right now. Also, was there a question? Because I heard somebody talking really quietly on the sideline and I didn't hear. I'll take that as a no.
I was asking, wouldn't it be a surgery? Because when she told us the injury, she said it was a GSW to the head.
Negative. It can be a scrape to the side of head, and it's not a surgery unless a doctor actually operates on the patient in character or, you know, a local doctor in here. It's always general treatment fee if they get bring to the hospital and get the bedside stuff, right? At the hospital, it'll be
All right.
It'll be
It's okay.
decided.
It was a
if
through and
it's-
through gunshot wound to the head.
Yeah, yeah. Like people get to choose their injuries, right? You only know what the injuries are. You do not know what their decision will be at the actual hospital on how to RP them out. Most of the time, people are just fine with just, you know, getting bedside treated, you know, right? Clean bandage, you know, it's just a graze, everything is fine. They're good to go, right? But if they do get a surgery, go into OR and, you know, have to have a bullets extracted, etc., then it's an operation fee. Yep, go ahead.
I think I'm missing something. It won't let me.
All right, how long is your title?
6 words.
All right.
It might need to be a little bit longer.
Read out your title.
Oh, 6 words. Sorry, I thought you said letters.
It's now Chloe Zard shot in the head in the hospital.
All right, you got a
multiple fractures.
You got a whatchamacallit? You got notes as well?
Yep.
Alright.
Like a few sentences.
Yep. And then obviously patient.
Yep.
Let me take a look.
Try writing more in the notes.
And you added
Is
the
it-
charge as well?
sometimes the
Yes.
Yep.
Sometimes the notes section has to be like a decent length.
Yeah, copy the notes and just make them longer. See if that works, because you'll be able to see if you can make it.
I copy and pasted it like 10 times. It has not.
Oh, weird.
worked.
Sometimes the MTT can be a little fucky
All right,
still, but
then
it should be okay.
This is the first time I've encountered it. Go ahead and just go back to basically open up a new tab and try to make it from scratch, and it should work. Oh, I know what it is. Dr. Medic, do you see your name there?
I do now on the new one.
Yep.
Okay, yeah,
That
that was
sometimes it fucks up and deletes you from the Dr. Medic field. You cannot add yourself onto that because it's automated. So it will fuck up very, very, very rarely. But that's the reason why you cannot make the invoice. So you just gotta start a new one and it'll be fine.
There we go.
Yep, perfect. Let me take a look. We should have at least four invoices. Yep, Chloe-Zard. Perfect. This one got charged a bit more for surgery fee. That is fine. Obviously, this wouldn't be treated by Kirk Luce. That's nice. I haven't heard about this doctor yet. All right, that's everything when it comes to the MDT. Now the actual meat of stuff, since TACMED is usually expected to do invoices before treating the patients. You will be moving in groups, which means you will have enough people to, for some to handle the patients while somebody else does the invoice and somebody else drives, right? Because you're driving with a group of at least 3 people in the ambulance. We have 6 seats in the ambulance and also a trunk that makes people lay in bed. So we have 7 places, which means we have 4 slots for actual patients, which means you roll in with a big group of TACMED and also have a shit ton of space for patients, so you'll never be low on space. But the actual stuff, now that we know how to do invoices, how to treat people, how to actually heal them, if you want to take over, Brittany, for both the beds and medkits, or I guess beds.
Yeah, so basically the beds in here are like magic. So you just pick her up, someone pick her up. Anyone of you. You just third eye her and just click carry.
Yep. I suggest key binding, carry, and escort to your keyboard because sometimes when the bodies are moving, it's extremely difficult to click on them through the third eye. When you have the carry and escort keybound, you can easily pick up people.
Plus, people can get stuck in a locked or burned out car, and the only way to get them out is to escort them usually, and you have to have it key binded that time.
So
What button do you recommend?
I have mine set to like my 2 bracket buttons down on the bottom, I think.
I was on my way.
Brackets.
I have a numpad period and then numpad plus is pretty good too. If you have a
Whatever
numpad.
keys you have free, you're not using for something else.
I will.
Who wants to?
I will do a
die?
small demonstration in the meantime. Please kill me and put me in bed. I will show something.
We're no longer friends.
Oh
No. So if someone picks her up,
I'm stuck.
oh, I think you're ragdolling.
Can someone? Oh, you're right. You're so right. Thank you.
And then to put her on a bed, you just third eye the bed and put in bed. It's as simple as that. Also, sometimes when you're RPing as a doctor or a TACMED, they sometimes, if they're unconscious and you can't get them off the bed or they're not reading the room and, you need them to mechanically in RP get off the bed, you can just slash carry and you'll pick them off. You can take them off the bed.
Yep.
You can't actually third eye and take them off the bed.
Did anyone see how long it took me for me to stand up after I was placed in bed? After getting shot in the head?
No, let's see it again.
Mechanically, you...
Damn.
You got her? Oh no, I loaded that with perma bullets. I'm so sorry.
And now she's back up.
Quickly.
Ow!
And this
See?
is why we invoice
And
them
this is
before we
how
put them in
people
the
who do
bed.
low quality RP will pull out their gun and shoot you in the head and grab your class 3 and run out the hospital. So, I mean, obviously if that happens, that's an obvious slash report. But that is why we mostly charge people before we put them in the bed, because as soon as they get put in the bed, they obviously don't have a full HP, but they get brought back so they can stand up and run out because they, fuck it. Who needs to
That's
RP when
also
you
why
could
we
just...
put people by the slab when we ID them, because when you're down, if you're close enough to the bed and you're down, you can pull yourself into it.
Yep.
But if someone lays in that slab, they won't get healed. So if they try to pull themselves into it to trick you, they're not going to get healed anyway.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep. If you put someone on the floor and they, without any RP, just look at the bed and put themselves in, get up and leave, that's also report. Like all of that is just not RP. It's just them abusing mechanics to just get what they want and leave.
You said you wanted me to talk about
you'll have them
medkits too?
invoiced before you get them here anyway.
Well, actually, we
Oh
did.
yeah, medkits.
We did talk about medkits. The difference between medkits and bandages. Medkits bring people from the dead with little health. Bandages do not bring people back from the dead, but they do give you a health boost over time. So if somebody is down and treated on scene, the best course of treating them would be to use a medkit to bring them up, and then use a bandage on the person the same way to, help them recover health. You use medkits and bandages the exact same way, is by looking at the person, third eyeing, and treating injuries is using the medkit, and then using the bandages, using the bandage. You can also use the bandage on yourself if you want, but then you gotta ask people to charge you, because we do not believe in supporting our employees. You have to pay for everything because you make so much money.
How much do we make?
Over $1,000 an hour. We make the most out of everybody on the whole server.
Oh shit.
Yep, that's why
why
all
if you get insurance,
repairs,
it comes out of your
all
pocket.
yeah, you get insurance, you pay for it. You get treated, you pay for it. You repair your car, you pay for it, and you still make more money than other departments. So, yep, you pay for everything.
Rigged.
Insurance is a good deal, also.
Yeah.
Slay.
If you get hurt, if you don't get hurt, then it might not be right. Technically, you might not want to get insurance if you get hurt. If you want to support the greater cause, right? More money to send to the hospital. Yay.
Yeah, I'm not renewing mine when it lapses. I was
all right.
ordered to get it. That's the only reason I have it.
Yep. All right, so that's beds and beds and medkits. Now come the 95 part. Does anybody know what 1095 stands for in codes? 10 codes. Yep, go
My
ahead.
favorite rooms.
Prisoner in transport.
Negative. It is a person in custody. It would be a criminal that police has apprehended. They are now a 95, right? 95 stands for person in custody, police custody to be specific. So you will be dealing with those a lot, right? People. All right, that's enough. You'll be dealing with those a lot, right? People getting shot by the police and then having to be rescued, or like mass casualties, etc. You'll be attending those scenes, and the first thing you do when you attend a 52 call, which is a medic request by police, or just medic requested. The first thing you do when you arrive on scene and there are police officers and it's evident that it's an arrest or something, you will come up to the police officer and ask if the patient that you are supposed to be treated is cuffed. Because if the person you are supposed to treat or transport to Eclipse is not cuffed, as soon as they get in bed, they can get up, and if they have weapons on them, they can pull them out and do whatever the hell they want. First rule of 95, you gotta make sure they are cuffed. Police will not do their job. You have to do it for them, right? So you'll check if they are cuffed. You'll ask them a second question. Once you know they are cuffed, well, I guess first you'll ask if they are an actual 95, because police respond to injured calls and people get injured around them as well. So as soon as you know it's an actual 95 and you know that they are they are cuffed, you have a third question you have to ask the police officer. Officer, do you have insurance? Because we're annoying like that, and we will always upsell insurance to police officers because they hate it and we love it. So this is the
Also,
third
make sure
most
you treat the
important
platinum.
question.
Because
Yes.
police in server in character, they get their insurance reimbursed by their higher command. So it is essential that you sell insurance platinum to every single police officer you see if they do not have it, because it's essentially for free. They just have to go to the higher up and be like, "Hi, I got insured. Can I have it back?" There's no reason why any police officer should be walking around with no insurance.
And it's great RP,
Also,
because they fucking hate us talking to them about insurance all the time. It is just funny.
Platinum insurance members, this goes for patients too. Treat them with the best care in the entire world. Get them complimentary champagne stripped down for them. Why not? They're platinum insurance members at the end of the day.
If you roll up to a scene and you have one person with platinum insurance and two people who either don't have insurance or have shittier insurance, you treat the platinum insurance holder first, and you give them
Yeah, and you make sure they feel special, and the other ones
Yeah.
feel like idiots the entire time. That's the
Can I
whole point
fluff
of
your
having the
pillow?
insurance, right? Oh, would you like some coffee from the machine? Some extra creamer for you? Maybe fluff your pillow.
champagne.
Yes. Yep. Go ahead, Chloe.
Okay, so should we also apply that same standard to 95s that we treat that have platinum insurance?
Yes. Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
that's
Yep.
We don't care if they're prisoners or not. We just care if they have insurance.
Yep, it's just patients. Yep, we always pamper the better insurance, the more we pamper you, because that's the whole point of having insurance, right? It's you pay to be treated special, and we will RP them as being very special, right? They come in here and they feel like kings until the police have to take them out. Anyway.
Plus, it's funny if the 95 on a scene has platinum insurance and an officer doesn't.
Yeah, I was actually gonna say but I do believe we have to prioritize government officials over 95s if they are downed.
Yeah. It's a difference between
Always
mechanics
prioritize.
and RP, right? The police lives are more important than patients always, but when it comes to actually talking to them, right, the 95 will get you talking nicer, right, and all of that, right? So it's there are some things to remember when it comes to treating patients, but most of it is to RP the actual insurance, because what's the point of getting it if there's no RP attached? Then it's just fun RP. Once you get that 95, you will either be left alone with it in your ambulance, you will have police come with you in the ambulance or tail you with their cars. Most of the time you'll be left alone because police cannot organize themselves, and what they like to do is let us handle the 95. We lock them in one of these lovely rooms, inside which the beds work exactly the same as these ones. So everybody who goes in there better have their invoices already written out, etc. before they get in, because as soon as they get in, even if they are cuffed, technically they could run out. You are supposed to lock the doors behind, but again, we care if the patient is being charged, not if they escape, right? We are not police. We don't give a fuck if 95s escape. We will not purposefully let them escape, but if they do, we will not chase after them, because we are not the police. We are medical staff, we save people. If police fucks up and brings a 95 that is not cuffed and they just walk out, let police know, and that's all. Hey, your 95 was uncuffed and left. Anyway, yes, all the 95s here. You have access to these locks on the doors. Always make sure they are locked if there's a person inside. You don't have to stay inside with them if you don't feel comfortable treating them. Obviously, they will get treated by locals. Now, what happens next once the person actually has been treated in the 95 room? We will not keep them in there forever. Police loves to keep people in cells for an egregious amount of time while they, sort out the paperwork and try to do their job. They will not be doing that here because people do not get time served for staying in a hospital, being locked down for a long time. So how we handle this is, a patient is fully treated and is ready to leave, right? Them as an RPer is done with all the local RP, or doctors are done with them. That is when we check up if there are police officers on scene. If there are police officers on scene handling the 95, we give them a little bit of time to organize. If there are no police at the hospital taking care of the actual 95s, we either come up, we find a police here, or we radio them in and we let them know that the 95 is ready to leave. And if they are not able to attend to that, we let them know that, well, we are a hospital, not a prison. So a timer starts of 5 minutes for them to get their act together and pick up this role player who wants to RP and instead is being forced to sit in a locked hospital room because the police, doesn't know how to bring them to cell and give RP. So that is when we will let the police know that their time is running out and they better get their act together and get the 95 out. Remember never to rush police officers when they are actually here and doing stuff. Or if the patient was just brought in. We had some people that doesn't understand that rule. That rule is strictly for RP's sake, so people don't get locked in here for a long time with no RP, right? If there are actual police officers on scene and it's a fucking shit show, the whole hospital will shut up, please do not go up to police officers and be complete assholes, right? But if police are actually not doing their job, then you'll be complete assholes to them and you will not care because it is your job to be assholes to them because they're being an asshole to a role player who wants to roleplay and instead is locked inside the room. And that is when police will eventually figure out who should take the 95 and will transport them out. And that's all. I will mention that again. If something happens and a 95 breaks loose, all you do is notify the police. You will not grab them, you will not escort them, you will not shoot them in the back of the head as they're running out, you will not lock the doors to keep them from escaping. Well, these doors will be locked, right? That's the extent of what we're doing. But even if we, for example, are walking out of the room and we're not being careful and the 95 slips along you and runs off, that is fine. You will not go after them and grab them. You will notify the police that 95 has escaped. We are not police. We are not handling any sort of that. That would be extremely powerful if we did. So no grabbing, no escorting, no shooting, no nothing like that unless, the 95 actually pulls out a gun and threatens or actually starts shooting. Then we respond. But we're here to save lives, not do police jobs work. Everyone understands that? Nobody will chase after 95s as if they're chasing a W, right? Our W is providing RP, not getting people in custody. If they manage to escape, it's their W to have, right? If somebody lockpicks the fucking door and lets a 95 go, right? If somebody is lockpicking with us, we're gonna ask them to stop, but we're not gonna force them to stop. We're not gonna do anything. We're gonna let the police know, and the police will have to deal with it. Got it? And if the police fails, that means the role player wins, and they get to walk free. and none of our business, right? It is very important to remember to never do police job as a medic, because that kind of ruins the whole RP scenario, because then it's just 2 police forces working against 1 criminal, and that makes it very not fun and very not fair. So, you know, if anything, I will look the other way. If, you know, through RP, you know, and being smart, sometimes you maybe unintentionally help a criminal a little bit, right? Because it's like, you gotta remember, they're on the short end of the stick here, right? Police have cops, they tackle everybody, they tase everybody. It's almost impossible to get away from them. So under no circumstances will we accept people who, you know, try to help police with that, because police has all the resources necessary to stop role players from being able to escape. If they succeed, that's their W to hold. All right. That is it. Pretty much. Remember, 95 room is not a holding cell. They do not stay here if they got treated, and they can get transported out. If they cannot get transported out because there's no units, you'll reach out to police and let them know that they have to do it, or else 95 will be free to go. And then if actually police doesn't show up in time, in 5 minutes, which you can actually count on your actual phone. If you go onto your clock app on your phone, top right, you can open Chrono, and there's an actual stopwatch there, so you can actually, you know, turn it on for 5 minutes and let the police know how much time they have left. Because if they do not come in time and organize, nobody other than police will blame you for opening those doors and letting them leave. You do not need to explain yourself to the police. Yep.
No, you keep going.
No.
I can add after. For the timer, there will sometimes be situations where the time can be a little bit longer than 5 minutes, as long as the police are communicating with you. Like, say a cop's on their way to get their 95, but their car exploded.
Yep.
We
Like
won't
I
let
said,
them go when the timer's
they
up.
need to work on it. If they're not doing their job, we need to remind them that they have to do their job. If they're struggling because the fucking hospital is being overrun by terrorists, or, you know, everyone exploded, we're not gonna blame them for that, right? If they're here and then they're actively talking on who is gonna take the 95, we're not gonna come up and be like, you take the 95 now or I'm opening the doors, right? We're here to RP. Don't be too obnoxious about it, but, you know, if you see a 95 in a room all alone, that's not good. 95 is not supposed to be in a room alone, right? They got brought in by us, they get treated by us, then comes the police, takes them out of the room and brings them to the cell. That's how it's supposed to go. If they got treated and now they're alone in the room, that's the fucked up part, and we gotta help with that, right? So either police shows up or don't, and they're free to go.
No medical hold.
No medical hold. Absolutely zero. No zip tying, no nothing, no escorting people, because obviously if you have the keybind for escort anybody who walks past you in cuffs, you literally click one button and you grab them and they cannot get away. So never any of that.
Do we have 50-150?
Negative. Not at the time, no. It's okay. Something that will have to be worked out in character once all the other things are established. Because remember, it's a very early server. All of the stuff like that is still going on. I don't think we even have actual functioning huts anymore, if I do recall correctly.
No, huts are opt-in. Other than I think there's one charge where they're not.
He needs to work with negotiating better instead of just sticking with things because of how the penal code is. There's multiple crimes that can fit under one penal code.
Yep. Well, that's, you know.
I think it's that way by design, honestly. But they're adding more as time goes on.
Also, if PD doesn't respond to your first notification that you have 5 minutes, contact them every minute. If they are not responding, just to give them the opportunity.
To be fair, if you do call out on actual PD radio, right, and you hear them talking and nobody responds to you about your 95.
They don't care.
Yeah, they don't care, so you don't have to care, right?
Yeah,
if you call out 2 or 3 times on the radio and they do not respond,
sometimes.
okay, bye. Okay, 95 is free to go. No, you know, they're literally not doing their job. The person is not going to be held here until they realize that, oh yeah, we have a 95. Yeah. If you call out a few times over radio and you do radio check to know that, you know, you can be heard on radio and you get a response, but then you ask about the 95 a few times and nobody responds, then it's free real estate. Yep, go ahead.
So police don't respond. It's been 5 minutes. I'm just opening the door and like they run away. Like, how does that work?
Yep.
Yeah, they can leave.
They're
They can
criminals.
figure out their cuff situation
They're
later.
criminals.
Okay,
They'll
copy.
find somebody who has stolen keys from a police officer, got them stored, and they'll be able to uncuff them. So yeah, it's criminals. They're figured out. Like all we care about is that we do not hold them here if they're not getting roleplay.
Gotcha.
All right, lockdown training. Does anybody know in what situation we locked down the hospital? That answer might
Terrorist
surprise.
attacks.
All right, what kind of terrorist attacks? Because that answer will surprise a lot of people who went through re-education before. Because I'm running this one and I'm gonna give a different answer than we got previously.
Maybe like violent terrorist attacks? I don't know.
No, I will describe a very specific scenario in which the doors to the hospital will be closed off. The doors to the hospital will be locked if hospital is safe, but we know of a threat that is trying to enter the hospital. Then we will lock down the hospital. So, for example, if we have, you know, a high-value person, or I don't know, we have a governor, and the police let us know that there's an attack on the governor and people are on their way, we can lock the doors to stop them from coming in. If we have criminals or anybody inside of the actual hospital and anything breaks out, we never actually lock the doors to stop them from leaving, because that is power gaming. That makes the hospital into a kill box, and lockdown is to never keep people in. If the police want to clear the hospital, they are on scene, right? And we have, like, you know, terrorists or violent people inside the hospital opening fire. If they want to close down the hospital to, you know, search it and go through it and find the people, that is fine. We do not do that, right? We will only look for individuals if, for example, our staff was attacked, right? Like yesterday, Walkdov was shot in the garage, right? We radioed it in and we went to look to see if we can help, right? But we didn't lock the doors to stop the role players from escaping, because that's very much definition of power gaming. We can lock all of these doors, but we do not. We lock these doors to stop low quality role players to be able to walk behind our back and hop in the bed and run back to the elevator and run out, right? That is the only door we lock for RP reason. Every other one stays unlocked unless, as I said, a very specific reason where it would not be considered power gaming, because, you know, stopping someone from getting into a house is reasonable. Stopping them from leaving is not, because that goes back to, you know, PDRP and imprisoning people, etc. That is not what we do, right? We protect lives. We do not go after them. We do not detain people. We help people out. So we will not be locking down the hospital unless very... Yes, and also... people need to realize that actually letting criminals escape rather than going after them to have a gunfight is safer for everybody involved on our side. So that is also, if you, sadly, we know we have class 3s, but if you want to get in a shootout, you cannot seek it out. If you are not being fired upon, you will not fire. If you're clearing the hospital, you are not, you know, if you're clearing the hospital, you will announce yourself all the time at the loudest volume possible to give people the opportunity to respond and talk with you and RP the scene out and possibly leave, rather than you know, playing Call of Duty and going around every corner silently ready to snipe somebody because you want to, you know, have a shootout. Sadly, if you want to have a shootout, join the police. We will only be defending positions here, not actively, you know, playing first-person shooters or third-person, I guess, depending on your camera. Everybody understand that? It's very important for all of us to understand how fucking incredibly powerful we are on this server, and in this location especially. We have keys, we have class 3s, we have armor. We can absolutely power game the fuck out of people, and it's very important that we do not, right? It's very important we let the role play out rather than us chasing W's. We let criminals leave. We let them run off. We don't actively seek out engagement in gunfire, right? We only support what makes sense to support, etc. Because, like, we cannot do the police job, because then it breaks the whole balance and makes it very non-fun for the role players on the other side, who now has 2 fractions against them, right? It's 2 against 1, and that's not good. All right, that's all for criminals in 95 and the lockdown. a little bit about legal side of things. Does anybody here not know what a DA is? Everybody knows what a district attorney is? An assistant district attorneys? They are the lawyers for the state. Anytime any role player comes up to you and wants to do something related to law, well, basically suing the hospital or you personally for what you did on duty, you do not have to engage it at all. All you have to do is let them know to contact the DA, because the DA is the same for us as it is for the police department. As long as you are, somebody has issues with you doing something on duty, the state attorney will defend you, right? Unless you did something completely egregious, then they can just agree with the person that wants to sue you and you'll get fired. But if you're getting sued over,
Also remember Radio 69.
Yep. You can check all the radios on the on your MDT, all the list of all the radio channels, because there's a DOJ specific channel where lawyers and not lawyers, DAs and, well, I think lawyers too, and judges are. So if you ever need to reach out, go ahead there.
Lawyers don't have a radio.
Yep. So just remember that if anybody wants to sue you for hospital-related stuff, all the hospital, just let them know to contact the DA. You don't have to care about that. All right. There's a little bit more of a tour to finish. We are on the second floor. We got 2 floors left, so please, everybody, come with me to the elevators. Also, reminder, elevators are very scuffed. If you want to be safe with your patients, always take them through the stairs instead. Most of the time, elevators do work, but sometimes you'll drop them and you have to go back in elevators. Everybody go to floor 3. Let's stuff ourselves into the elevator and all... Oh, I guess not all of us. Close enough.
Right. That is everyone.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Yep. Yeah. Rich doesn't need to be here. Thank you for checking up, being the last one. It's really good. I didn't think about that. It's very useful to have somebody always be the last one. All right. This is the third floor, the recovery/office floor. You will take your ICU patients, which how to deal with ICU patients. I'll explain to you a bit more in character. But over here to the left, there are all of our ICU rooms. Very first thing that everybody working at the hospital needs to learn, those rooms are to be never, ever fucking locked. Unless, obviously, I don't know, hospitals getting run over and the police are clearing rooms, it might be easier for them to lock them, but those always have to stay open. I recommend, I don't know, at least once a day coming up here just to check if they're open, because if somebody is an ICU patient or just happens to fall asleep here and they're in a locked room, they are fucked. If they have a phone, they're not as fucked, because if our staff is on duty, they can call dispatch and request for the doors to be open. But the amount of times, like months ago, I fucking woke up, and every time I wake up to a locked door, and most of the time I didn't have a phone because it didn't make in character, and I just had to be stuck in this fucking room for hours. No, never. These rooms are always left open, right? People are not supposed to be coming here for no reason. If you catch somebody just snooping around, ask them who they're here to visit. You can check emergency contacts on a person's profile. If a person is snooping around and is not an emergency contact, you go ahead and ask them to leave. Check up with the patient if they are awake, if the person can be here, if they say yes, because obviously if the patient is awake, they can ask anybody to come over, that's fine. And if they're not, you contact the police that there's, a trespasser and they're doing some snoopy shit. But just do not lock these doors, please. Do not lock these fucking doors, please. I have fucking nightmares. All right. This is mine. This is Marionette's janitor's closet. Where's the janitor?
Don't worry about it, friend.
I'm just kidding.
No,
that room
this
doesn't.
is Brittany's sex dungeon.
Well, it's both. Someone has to clean up. This is the room you'll be visiting quite often. It's the locker room. Everybody, please stuff yourself in.
too.
If you take a look, each side of the lockers, each wall is a separate storage. So if you run out of place to put your stuff away in one side, you just go to another and another. You essentially have three lockers that are all personal. Nobody else has access to them. Like mechanically, nobody can break into them or take a look. It's all like it's all player sided. So if you ever get fired, you will.
Is this where I can?
Yep.
Is this where I can put my stuff when I go off duty?
Yes, yes. These are all your personal lockers. This is where you put your stuff when you go on duty and off duty. You can put here whatever you want, and even illegal stuff, because technically people are not allowed to just randomly check in. But for example, if you're getting fired, we're gonna ask you to empty it out, and in that case, leaving something in would be considered power gaming, right? Because like in character, we would be able to physically see you empty the locker room, right? So if you ever asked to take everything out, you will take everything out. Oh, I have a pipe bomb here. That's fun. Don't worry about it.
Oh.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
That's nothing.
Yeah, it's nothing. The save just so happened. Yeah, the save just happened before I gave it to John Stims. Don't worry about it. Yes, look, it's evidence for housekeeping. Don't worry about it.
What's housekeeping?
Yeah, what is housekeeping? We have janitors. All right, so that's very simple. As you can see, there are notes on the lockers.
Oh look, she's got a firework.
Are you holding the pipe bomb?
Yes. Anyway.
What the hell?
Okay. As you can see, there are notes on the lockers. The entirety of hospital ground is subject to laws regarding how to make your notes. If you check our Discord channels and either news or announcements, you will find the guidelines. It's cannot be, it has to be a certain size, nothing bigger. It cannot be, readable from distance higher than described. It cannot have background, etc. Just make sure your scenes follow the rules. If they do not, they will be deleted. If there's a lot that do not follow the rules, Walkoff will come back in and clean out the entire fucking room, and we'll have to add all of our little touches again. So you're free to leave notes around stuff. Just remember to follow the rules, or else it'll not be nice because it gets obnoxious quick. So that's pretty much it.
I posted a link in the Discord channel for anyone who wants to see the guidelines.
Thank you. It's like size 0.25, distance 25, no background. Pretty goddamn easy to follow. Unless you're Column, I guess he fucked up like 2 times in a row after the announcement was made. I'm sorry, he catches strays left and right with me. If anybody works EU shift, you'll see Column a lot.
My office.
Negative. We do not believe in a personal office. This is hospital. If you're a doctor, feel free to use it.
And who is head of hospital? Me.
Negative. Walkoff is head of hospital. You are under head of hospital.
You sound jealous.
Technically, I'm above you.
Yeah, me too.
Negative.
Negative.
Technically,
negative.
We're both above you.
Yeah.
Says who?
Well, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
The roster.
The roster says
I'm
I'm
above.
an operator.
I'm above both of them on the roster. You ain't shit, bitch.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna be over you
Oh
soon.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Gag her. Gag her.
All right, so these are offices. Feel free to use them if you want. This is TACMate office. It's just an office. Be mindful. If I don't know, you see hospital staff walking in and teleporting in. That's how they walk in. Breaks glass with knee, walks through.
Oh,
The glass is
Just-
client side. You can actually break that glass and walk through. Please don't do it unless it's for a comedic effect.
Yeah. Don't make a habit of doing that unless you're like Paris angrily leaving a room. There's no
Yeah,
reason to kick the
if you're
glass
having
out.
fun with it, okay. If you're walking through locked doors, that's less than okay. Wow, Zoe,
If you shoot it out, it surface.
Chloe, Jesus Christ, I'll never learn that.
That's good to know.
All right, let's keep going. Bathrooms, if you want to take a shitter and if I hear somebody going in their head, I will fucking kill them on the spot and fire them. Please, we are a role player server. Nobody goes in their head. If you need to go to the bathroom, I don't know, have your character find an excuse or actually go to the bathroom. I am so sick of hearing people talking about thinking in their fucking head. I'm gonna blow up this entire hospital.
I'm actually gonna think about food on something.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my God,
Just eat your fucking McDonald's in character.
I'm thinking about going to answer my door.
Me just a second ago, like earlier when
God,
I was like,
so
guys,
tempted to use
guys,
this
I'm
fucking
trying to
time
eat
bomb.
my Burger King.
My brain was lost in thought. Good train derailed.
Let's go. Let's move along.
All right.
I'm gonna go think about
Stairs
walking
are
my
to the
dog.
left.
We could have a little fun as a treat, but we still have some stuff to get through.
There's a storage room over there. Nobody needs to give a fuck about it. It's not in use. Don't worry about it. Oh, sorry. Not.
Yeah,
not,
we need the. We're going up here.
Elevator. We're going to the roof. Only way to get to the roof is to be employed here or by the police or some other state agency and go to the elevator. Nobody else has access to the roof unless they parachute down to it. But then there's stuff.
Or if you
on the
take
roof.
them up with you.
Yep. You can carry people or bring occupants to the roof. These doors are to be locked on all times, and this is not Charles. We do not believe in naming NPCs unless we do. He has all the. All right,
What
we
was
got
that?
Let's all head out because you cannot.
Bye, girl.
All right, is everybody who's actually initiated down here, or did they just steal one of people we need to train?
That's Brittany.
Okay, good. Okay, good. This is where we pick up and... Okay, well, somebody doesn't know how to fly. Who's that?
Yeah, it's
That's Brittany. Yeah, Brittany doesn't know how to fucking fly.
Oh, okay.
Alright, this is the roof. You'll come here to pick up Valkyrie once you're a full operator. Everybody who's a full operator can fly the Valkyrie as long as you know how to. If you do not know how to, you will ask in-character people to teach you. It's fine. But
Or if
as
you
for
have
the license, everybody who's employed
disconnect
here
a lot,
can.
maybe don't fly.
Yeah, if you have a lot of problems with head popping, I suggest not even being a co-pilot because it's really annoying to pick people up. Just
Yeah, it can be bad.
look. Sometimes I had fucking issues and I was locked inside hospital because I couldn't even fly a ambulance for like 2 minutes. But it's important to not be basically a bother on the whole system, right? If you're not able to play, either either do the stuff you can or just consider not playing at the time if you're having issues. It's fine. Nobody will blame you for being issues, but we'll also expect you to not take risks if you're code 10100 all the time, which means head pop. 10100 is every time you head pop, if you're wondering. So yeah, this is the roof. No parties here. This is where we overseer and me sometimes overlook things and act all ominous and stuff, or we just pick up patients from Valkyrie and
Absolutely no roof parties.
yeah, 0 roof parties, 0 strippers, no poker, anything. Understood?
What about
Yes.
What, we can't set up a barbecue joint up here?
No, nothing. Absolutely fucking not.
What about when Brittany does a live performance in character for us on the roof?
I guess it's Britney singing, so it's not a party because it's not music.
Yeah.
Damn! Yo!
Wow.
Shots fired.
Sorry, I'm getting in character a bit too much. All right, so that is it. That is the most of the mechanics spoken through and the entire trip to the whole hospital. The next step up is we will be heading out of the hospital and we'll be trying out some scenes. We will, teach you how to actually approach scenes, injured people, how to talk to them, etc., etc. So, everybody, feel free to first floor and out the front door, in front of the hospital. Does everybody have a radio on?
Yep. Yes. Yeah.
First person to take the fun way down is allowed. Nobody can jump afterwards.
What? She say?
Good job.
Ow, 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 ow. Thank you. Ow, 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 ow. Thank you so much. Whoa.
Brittany, are never flying a chopper
is-
again.
That is one way down. Does anyone have food?
I did say first person. That is 2 bodies I have to pick up, but oh well.
I'll take some hot dogs.
Brittany pushed me off with the chopper, I swear.
I believe it.
Anyone have any drinks? Oh boy.
Alright, bet.
You want drinks? There you go.
Thank you.
Jesus.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Brittany!
Yeah, remember about us talking about doctors messing around too much during re-education? I guess some things never change.
This is TACMed. We're here to help. Oh shit.
Yep, it's flames. That's when you use a
Yeah.
extinguisher if you have one.
I don't on this server yet.
Brittany, where are you? Oh, there you go. Alright,
I
good.
got her.
Good lord.
Finish the job.
Gimme. Oh god. Oh yeah, thank god the fucking sirens turn off if you get out. So
Oh god, Brittany, what have you done?
There you go.
We're done with everything.
For the greater good.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. We have 4 people, right? So 4 TACMed and 2 doctors, right?
Yes.
All right, doctors. Would you like to participate in TACMed training, like on scene, or would you prefer for us to take other TACMed in the teams? Because like you will not be doing this part in character at all. So it's just if you want to have fun with it, or if you want to let them train.
Yeah, you got your training pretty much ends here, to be honest.
All right, time to go eat my spaghetti. I ran here.
All right.
Enjoy your spaghetti, sweetie.
All right, so we have.
Okay, I love you guys. Have fun. Bye.
Bye.
Rich, where are you?
Don't look.
I'm hidden.
Please stop being hidden. We need you.
I want to be hidden. No, I want to do the hidden part.
Well, but you're the only TACMed. Okay, I'll res up Chloe. She'll join, and I'll kill somebody else.
Yeah, make
Chloe, you're no longer allowed to be a victim. We need you.
10-4.
We don't have enough TACMed for teams, so we'll take you and
I'll serve the greater
Lydia.
good however I'm
Yes.
needed.
There you go. Thank you for prepping the body, Brittany. Alright, go and join one of the teams. Yep. Fucking
Rick's
tosser.
character epic quits.
Effing tosser.
Alright, 2 people coming.
Chloe needs this practice anyway.
With ya!
Ow.
Go ahead.
Wow,
With ya.
that's so mean.
Where is Lydia?
we're
Oh, she's
tag
probably
team
getting
1.
equipment. Lydia!
She's hidden.
I'm here.
Alright, gear up.
Oh.
Well, yeah, we have 4 people. We need, you know, 2 of them and 1 TACMed. So that's why you and
Rich, take what I already took dibs on.
you will. Brittany is a doctor.
Brittany's a
Oh,
doctor.
right. Well, why is she dressed like Pac-Man? Huh?
Because it's
Because she
training.
can. No, I got it. I'm good.
No. Okay. You'll switch with Rich. Rich won't be the
Yeah,
person
we've got 2
assaulting
teams,
all
Rich.
the
We can take
fucking
turns.
time.
I am
Yeah,
a
yeah.
robot now. I am no longer rich.
I
Oh my
used
god,
to play a
they're gonna be
robot.
yelling over here. We need to help them.
All right. Basically, how this will go. You see that ambulance over there running? That will be your car arriving already on scene. So, if you're gonna be doing callouts, you're gonna be treating as you arriving on scene already, right? You will not have to be saying that you're leaving, etc. This is you arriving on scene. This is the patient that you received a call over dispatch to, that you're responding to, and does everybody here has an read through SOPs? Be honest if you have not. I will
Yes.
understand. All right.
Because this is the perfect test if you've read them or not.
Well, almost, because obviously there are things to be updated since SOPs have been written for
True,
2
it's
people.
only
We have
double badge in there.
Yep, but basically, I want for the first one, Lydia, you will be the one in charge of comms and basically ordering them around, and you will tell them everything to do in character as a good leader would. And
Oh.
yeah. So well, don't worry about it. It's not about you knowing what to do just yet. This is a learning period. So all 3 of you get in the ambulance, and I'll let you know when to call out over radio that you're starting.
All right.
Yep, 1 person gets in the driver's seat, 1 is a passenger, 1's sitting in the back. And all of you please stand on these stairs so you're out of the way, so you're not confused for participants or something. Maybe nothing yet. Yeah, probably nothing yet. Just let's see if they, learn to do all the callouts correctly and etc. before we start fucking up. Alrighty, anyone ready? Oh, we have 20 minutes. We're not gonna be done in 20 minutes. Also, I won't be on the server. Oh, reminder, you are a tag team once you are triple badge, so you do not have to carry about call signs because what you say is as a whole tag team, which is number 1, so you are tag team 1 if you're wondering. Feel free to start whenever you want. Treat it as you're arriving on scene.
All right. Dispatch Tech Team 1, this is 76 latest 47 at Eclipse Boulevard. Okay, sorry, I thought we were driving up.
Nope, you're already parked up. Treat it as you're already arriving on scene.
That's 23, latest 47 at Eclipse Boulevard.
10-4, good copy.
How's it looking out there, tech team?
Clear.
Getting out?
I am a malfunctioning robot.
Hey.
I need your help. Please help me. Please help me.
We have 1 non-patient potential threat on scene.
I am a malfunctioning robot. Help me. Please
Put your
help
hands up,
me.
sir.
Please help me. Help me. I need help. I am malfunctioning.
I love you, friend.
I am malfunctioning. I am malfunctioning. I am malfunctioning.
All right. Stop.
Joke's on you. I wasn't malfunctioning at all.
All right.
Wrong, guys.
First up,
So
there
put you
were
down.
2 distractions on scene. We had a person that is just talking and another person who got into your ambulance and starting running you over. What do you do if people run you over
Did
with
no one
cars?
even notice the fact that I
Shoot.
stole the patient?
Okay, that's...
You had a lot going on.
I just whispered to not fuck up too much, and we had everybody doing everything. Okay, okay, Brittany. let's
Sorry, I was just distracting.
Yeah, it's fine. All right. So, first lesson to learn: vehicles are deadly weapons. If somebody's running you over, that is the same as them shooting you. You open fire on them to defend yourself. I ran over Lydia and started rolling over them, but instead you were talking with a robot instead of saving your own and your colleague's life. So why
Did we
did
not
I
take the keys out of the...
Yes,
And
Lydia
did-
purposefully did not do that to show
Yeah.
what happens if you do not take the
Okay.
keys. Anybody can just get in the ambulance and drive it, and If they're driving it, they will either steal it or use it to run you over. So you do not have to lock it. You do not have to lock it, as we do not carry anything in the ambulance. And if people have enough time to hotwire it, they also have enough time to lockpick it from the outside. But it's important to never let the keys in, because that's when they basically get a free ambulance. So always take the keys out. You do not necessarily have to remember to lock them. Also, do not lock the doors if you're not gonna take the keys out, because sometimes it scuffs up and it leaves the car locked. So you're gonna be fucked until you can get in. Alright, so that's the first step. Always remember to take the keys. Second step, if somebody is running you over, that is a use of deadly force against you, which means you have to defend yourself. You as TAC team are allowed to defend yourself, your colleagues, and patients. That is how much your self-defense law extends. If somebody is actively attacking your patient, that is as if they are attacking you, and if somebody is using lethal force against somebody you are already treating, you are allowed to use lethal force as well. If somebody's killing one of your teammates, it is safe to assume that once they're done with your teammate, they will move on to you. So that is also use of lethal force authorized to defend yourself. And obviously same thing when they use you, right? If they're just being obnoxious, that is nothing. But you cannot just let your friend be run over and not react. So that is the second thing. Third thing, I want to hear you over the radio. I could not hear anybody over the radio. That is how you communicate. It is fine when you're in the ambulance to, call out what everybody will be doing forward, just shouting to each other. But once you are out and on scene, you have to use the radio. All three of you have to hear each other over radio the entire time, and people on different scenes have to keep an eye on you as well. If something happens, you will not have a lot of time to radio it in. Something bad happens. So please, you feel free to say that you're exiting the vehicle, you're clearing the scene, looking for patient, ambulance stolen, or look out, anything. Just talk on radio. Nobody will blame you for not using the codes correctly in a stressful situation, but not talking is bad. Yes.
One question.
Yep.
Like you said, we're gonna be talking over the radio. Will we not be disturbing the other people that is on, doing other stuff?
No, our radio is not heavily used. It's just us. So you will never find a issue where you would be disturbing somebody. If somebody is talking over radio, for example, someone is, asking about someone's location, you say 10-3 or break, and you go with you because you're on a call. It's more important than casual chatter. Obviously, casual chatter is not supposed to happen at all on radio, but sometimes it will. We're not that strict. But this is not a PD radio. This is not, you will not have a 1080 and told to shut up because you're on scene, right? If somebody is, screaming about the 13 Alpha and being shot at, you will not, say, break, exiting vehicle, arriving on scene. Now you'll wait for them to get the more important stuff out, but you will always have a chance to radio things in, because, as I said, our channel is not busy.
And on the off chance we do have more than one scene going on, you can just announce that you're going up to one of our other stations, because we technically have 4 as EMS.
That won't be necessary. Like if we have multiple people on, if we have multiple teams on scenes at the same time, as I said, you have enough time to radio things in. The most you would be required to do in that is announce which TAC team you are, so people not on scene can know which side is doing what, right? So TAC team 1 exiting vehicle, checking scene, while TAC team 2 is arriving on scene. So we know that they're doing different things and which group is doing what, like which one is wrapping up, which one is having trouble. So yeah, do not worry about talking too much on radio. We will not talk too much on radio. If anything, please communicate on radio. We don't use it enough yet. Everyone is still
especially
learning.
on scenes.
Yep. All right, so let's run it back.
Sure.
Without
so
you
this
this
time.
time.
This time?
Yeah.
Rach, where are you? Oh, there you are.
I'm right here.
Yeah. Annoyance, no threatening, maybe even punching. No guns, obviously. We'll see.
Yo,
if
you
they,
want me to get my flashlight out and bop them?
No. Fist fight.
Okay.
And
Right, I'm gonna take their
don't,
wallet,
don't like rush them. Don't go crazy with punching. Just like make it an RP fight, not an actual, you know.
Oh yeah, you
not
want me?
not
Okay,
Chanel
I'll push
Marty
'em.
spamming
I'll push
the
the shit
fucking
out of
punch
'em.
button. Yeah.
Got it.
And also, if they do not kill you on the spot, you can fuck it. Pull out a weapon. You have a knife?
I can shoot them after that.
Nah. Do you have a knife? That would be more fun.
Oh, I got a fucking gun and a knife.
I got something better. Get in character.
Oh hell yeah.
All right, tag team. Whenever you're ready, you're free to go.
If you want to, you can say dispatch tag team 1 to 23 Lakes 47 Boulevard.
Tag team 1's gonna be 1023 at the latest 1047.
And for a good copy.
You got this.
I'm gonna be clearing the right side if you take the left side of the ambulance.
Street is clear. Moving
And I have one person on the right over here. She's just standing there. It's gonna be an older lady.
Clear on my end.
It's gonna be clear on my end as well.
Alright, I'm bringing the vehicle up.
Clear to move in. Sir, just back away from the scene, alright?
What a fucking, excuse me, alright? It's a public sidewalk. I can walk here if I fucking want to.
Right now,
Sir,
sir, we
clear
have
the
a...
area.
Sir, you need to leave.
Shit, look at this. Free loot box. Oh, fuck yeah.
Get
that
away
wallet.
from the person.
I'm gonna get that fucking wallet. That's what
Somebody
I'm gonna
call,
fucking do.
PD over here.
I'm gonna get that wallet. Oh, I got that wallet. Oh, I'm gonna take your wallet now, bitch. Huh?
Sir,
Huh?
put your...
wallet.
I'm gonna have one person down, try to stab one of the tech meds.
10-4, what do you think you need to do right now? Oh, there you go.
Get the patient in the ambulance. Let's move out of here. Call in another
get the
tech med
police.
unit.
Excuse me, ma'am. Do you have an ID? Can you get the identification?
Oh, shit. Oh.
Let's get a cop unit over here and call in another taxi.
Can't believe you do this to a platinum insurance holder. Oh.
Oh, he's got platinum insurance.
I'm gonna search you for your ID.
Oh shit.
Oh, shit. Oh.
Oh no.
Oh. Cut my dick off. Oh.
Dispatch, tag team from PD.
Oh, shit.
Yo, dudes, what's the status of shots fired at Eclipse Medical, yo?
Oh. Shut my
Do you need like assistance or something?
Yeah, we need assistance. There's a shooting down here. Someone tried to stab one of our tag team members.
Oh, yo, that's crazy, yo. We'll have a unit head down there, okay? Just yeah, just stay put, yeah. Everyone okay?
Fuck.
Yeah, we're good.
All right. Unit en route. Going back to Channel 5. Bye.
Oh. Oh, my fucking dick fell off. Yo, I can get that put back on with that platinum insurance, right?
Of course you can, sir.
Oh,
We can
hell
even
yeah.
make it bigger for you.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
All right, beautifully done. That is seen clear. We don't have to, wait for police and arrive and play over that.
Yeah.
But you did amazingly. You opened fire only once you were able to confirm that someone was going after your life, and you would be able to easily defend that in court. Multiple witnesses seeing a person pull out a sharp object and attempting to stab a TACMED while making threats. It's very much a textbook self-defense. Just be aware of crossfire, right? And yeah, that's pretty much it. But you did very, very good, and so did the hobo. Perfect performance. Deserve a raise.
One more pro tip when
Yeah, I
you
got you, dog.
come onto a scene. We can't really like use it as an example because none of us can no clip. Make sure you're always checking roofs. If there's a roof, check it, because nobody looks up in RP, and unfortunately, none of us can go up to the roof and snipe
Yeah,
right now.
I'll get you next time, TechMed.
Try me.
All right, we're switching the teams. Wait, is the ambulance on?
Oh yeah, if you've still got the key, just toss it in there.
All right, feel free to bring the ambulance back to where it was parked, and the other team will get it from there. You can leave the keys in this time.
Do either of you two want to drive?
I'll drive.
10-4.
Basically, how roles usually go, the driver is obviously the driver, the front side passenger is the one doing call-outs and basically the leader of the scene, and then secondary passenger is backup, doing cover-up, and also the one who would be responsible for paperwork in most cases, but that's not really important in this case. Always remember that if you're sitting in the front passenger and nobody's doing call-outs, you have to be doing call-outs. It's kind of your job. The driver doesn't have to be on radio. They're more focused on driving.
Do you have a role you'd like me to take?
Nope.
Since I've done this before?
Nope. You're
okay.
Good to take any. Also, I'm whispering, probably not the best job.
Alright, I'll take it back.
Alright.
What next?
Good job.
All right.
What up, dog?
Hi, nice.
What up?
Hi, nice block. How's it going, man?
Oh, what's up,
Yo,
dog?
what's up, dog? Hey,
Yo, I'm here
yo.
to rob some fucking TechMed.
Yeah, but you don't have a weapon, so this time you're gonna say you have a weapon. You're gonna try to pull it out, but no, you won't pull out an actual weapon. We'll see if they
You
shoot.
want me to pull up
Do
my
you want me to go
flashlight?
fake
or-
reach?
No, your reach, and if they do nothing, you'll leave because you're a nice block. Just threaten
Okay,
them.
yeah,
You know how
okay,
to do
yeah.
reaching.
You're so nice.
No, I don't. I don't
A
fake
reaching.
reach.
Mm-hmm.
A reach?
A reaching.
Oh, E reach. Yeah, I got you.
You got it.
Reaching.
Patient in middle. Clear on. So far, clear on right.
There you go.
Left
Go
looks like.
Go and shoot them.
Code 4.
10-4. Please secure patient.
10-4 rolling in.
Hey, put the gun down.
Status?
Scene is now code 4.
Is it?
One.
No, it is not. Yep. You were being sniped from behind. Nobody was able to
I see.
pull it out. Yep. The people behind were getting shot from behind and nobody said. Lydia, did you come out with a gun?
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
she did,
got it.
dog.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I aimed it for a while and then I
Yep.
shot the end.
All right. Good job on neutralizing target with weapon. Also, first thing, it's
Driver
difficult
in
to
and
remember,
now
but
it's
first thing
behind.
to do when you are getting shot is to call out when you are getting shot from, so other people can react.
Oh, I got you. Oh, damn, you're all down. Oh, no.
Yep.
I got him.
Oh, I'm out of medkits. I'm gonna go get more.
Yeah, I got extra.
I have one on me.
All right,
If you have
Brittany, Lydia,
I've got
you're
enough for the next
staying out of the next one.
yeah, that's fine.
Rich will do what Rich was supposed to do, and you all just watch, and that'll be
Yeah.
yep, the next one. I need to go get medkits, so go ahead and.
I've got extra. We're good.
I got
Okay.
extra
I got like
medkits
5 on me.
here.
Yeah, I had like fucking 10, but I used them all already.
You weren't paying attention.
There you go.
Even though
Oh.
it was all clear, you didn't check the from direction section instead of bullets were firing.
Does anybody have any extra ammo?
Yeah,
Yes.
By the time I noticed him, it was too late.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
I will preface that communicating over radio in stressful situation as you're getting shot is literally the most difficult part, and everybody is barely able to teach it, and even most experienced roleplayers who've been doing it for years still struggle at it, so do not beat yourself over the bush if you fail to call it out when you're getting shot. We literally had walked up shot yesterday for like 3 minutes, and when she finally reached for the radio, that is when she lost the gunfight. So literally, even people in charge do not know how to do it properly. So do not beat yourself. We will try
What's the
to.
F8 command for the custom reticle again?
It's in F3. In F3 settings on the top right, you'll scroll down the list and it'll be radical that you could just turn on.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll be turning that on as well.
Yep, it's off by default. Or immersion, wow.
Also, what have you been told?
Yeah, you want keys out, or like ambulance off, and then.
Yep. Yep. The only time vehicle. Yep. Only time vehicle is on is when you are sitting in it as a driver.
Okay.
Yep. First thing you
run
do.
over the overseer now because of you. Now she's dead.
Wow.
You killed the overseer.
I can't believe
I'm
you
John
just let the
Stims.
overseer die like that.
Oh, the bomb's out.
Yeah,
It's
just let
fireworks
the
time.
overseer die. Oh my god.
I guess Maria's taking over. Time to change name and pretend like nothing ever happened.
Of course.
What, the overseer died? What do you mean? I'm right here. What do you mean, John Stims? I'm not your boss.
What? Voice ID. Although with Stims that checks out.
Nah, it's okay.
That was hilarious.
I did push him enough for like I tricked him a few times into admitting I'm the overseer.
Yeah.
I'm very good at it. Like when I used to be a lawyer on previous server, like I was very good at interrogation, pushing people to agree
that was
with
so
me.
much fun.
Now
that was so
now
much
that the
fun.
overseer is dead, shouldn't you be dressed as Brittany now?
No, hell no.
Since John Sims was fired.
No, I would be the overseer.
223 latest 47 Eclipse Boulevard.
Do we even have a body?
No.
Oh, I'll be a body.
Oh no,
Shoot me.
I'll do it.
Hold on, there's no body yet. Now there's a 47.
Right side clear.
What? Left side clear.
Oh my god. Status?
Shots fired, one patient down. Still clearing area. Hey ma'am, I'm gonna need you to step out.
I said not to disturb this one.
2 patients down, still clearing the area.
Yo, what up, dog?
Left
It's
side clear.
Hey, back up.
Red guy approaching.
God damn.
Okay.
What happened?
Third down, still clearing the area.
Did you shoot Mike Black? What did he do?
Fired. Shots fired. Shots fired.
Is everybody down?
No.
Alright, good job on calling shots fired. You only missed from where? Should have mentioned the roof.
I didn't even move the. I'm still sitting in the ambulance.
Oh, so we are not down. So when I asked if everybody's down, you should have said, no, I'm up.
I did say no.
There you go, now you're dead. Somebody catch me, please. Ugh.
Jennings, okay.
Well, you can see the bullets. You could see them being
I used
shot.
my first aid kit.
How do you use it? Or
Oh no, I have already used it.
oh no, it's fine. Just bring me to them. Don't worry, they have more.
Okay.
All right, first
Mike Block
question.
died.
Why was Mike Block shot?
I got spooked.
Understood.
me.
Yep, that is how you get fired. And that is
Yeah.
exactly what would happen when actual Mike Block would approach you. You will shoot, and you'll get in trouble instead of him because he's very good at
Yeah, no,
baiting the
absolutely.
lines. So you had
Yeah.
zero reason to open fire on him. So.
I'm usually a lot calmer about shooting people, but then after the 2 guns, I was on edge.
Yeah, and also we were not supposed to have anybody interfering this time, but I guess people are very eager.
Yeah, totally.
Everyone behave.
All right.
It is good practice,
All right.
if I'm being
Yep.
honest.
Help us up. And on this scene, nobody do anything.
Oh, I can stay down if. Oh,
Sorry.
yeah. If someone else wants to be the body,
Nah,
go
we're
ahead,
killing my
otherwise
block.
I'll get shot again. Yeah, you know what? We should after what he did to our hospital. Get me up.
Meanwhile,
Shoot my
Maria.
block.
Can't. I don't.
Meanwhile, Maria loves him.
Yeah, make it.
Yeah, it's fine. People bought a shit ton because we're on, dev server, so it doesn't matter. But on the actual
Yeah.
server, it's only one. Or
Okay.
I'm alive.
all right,
No unfortunate.
same team. We'll do it.
Radio call out.
Yep. Oh yeah, there's a dead TACMED in the driver's seat.
Oh no, God.
Or did you already help him up?
Leave him in there. He
Working
wasn't
on it
screaming
now,
for
I'm
help or nothing.
He didn't do anything. He just stayed in the car, which would be smart if he, I don't know, drove off and called for help. But
Yeah, that's what I would have done.
all right, where are you when you are?
Oh my god, it's known terrorist
Taxi
Scarlett Morrison.
23 on latest 47 at Eclipse Boulevard.
Yeah,
She's a bad mushroom.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit, dog.
I'm a
It's a
bad
very bad
mushroom.
mushroom.
Oh, come on, fucking TACMED. I might
Wait,
block. Help me. Help me. Help me, TACMED. Help me. Help me, TACMED.
Who seems clear?
TACMED, just stop standing over there. Come help me. I might block.
Left side. Watch left side.
I've got block insurance.
Right side too.
I've got block insurance. I
Right
need
side's
help.
clear.
Help me. Help
Left
me. Help me. I might block. Help me.
Right side's clear.
Yo, dog, you gonna fucking help me or what? Oh,
You
shit,
killed
dog.
my friend.
Dog, pick me up and take me with you. Pick me up, take me with you. I'll give
Yeah,
you
I'm
50
gonna
bucks
go
to
and
kill these
kill you.
motherfuckers.
I'm gonna
Kill
go
these
kill you.
TACMED motherfuckers.
Okay.
Nah, I'm gonna go
Someone's
kill
taking him
you.
away.
Bye.
Kill these motherfuckers.
I'm gonna.
Yo, dog, she gonna kill me, dog.
Switching to TACCOM 5.
Christ, move already!
Yo, dog. Oh shit, she's stealing me. She's still in the car. She gonna be in the car, dog. Oh shit, dog, she gonna run me over.
Need a ambulance over a unit over here to
Oh
Eagles
hell no,
Boulevard.
dog. Oh hell no.
Someone ran off one of our with a patient.
Yeah, run him over, dog. Run him 50 bucks. Run him over.
25
Run
back
him
in the
over.
ambulance.
50 bucks.
Careful.
Yeah. Yeah, hell yeah. Back that guy over. Back that guy over.
Down.
Yo, we in this together now,
We
dog.
got some traffic stops to attend to.
Yo, yeah, go back. 50 bucks.
Sorry,
Run him
we're
over
really
again.
busy giving out tickets. We can't do anything for you.
Oh, shit, dog.
TAC Team 1 from dispatch, what's your status?
Keep it going. The scene is still going.
Bring ambulance.
Yo, you want me to go run them over?
They thought I'd kill you.
Still trying to get into the ambulance,
Go on.
but is failing.
TAC Team 276 back to Eclipse Medical.
Do you have any 47s?
My legs are broken.
Copy.
Yo, fuck Jackman! Fuck Jackman!
The woman's back with the car.
Shots fired, shots fired.
Have you reached out to PD already?
I'm taking the seatbelts out of this ambulance and no one's stopping me.
Oh, it's time for Jackman takeover, bitch!
Did you steal the fight ball?
All right, scene.
Oh, I was wondering when you were going to use that.
Shots fired.
Yeah, scene. It's all fun from now on. It's all, yeah. It's like by now
Alright,
it
guys,
would be
that was my
police
block.
jobs.
I had to do it.
It's fine. All right. The only tricky part is you are technically allowed to defend your patients. If people are stealing patients from your care, you could technically articulate that their life is being put in danger. That is the only time when an unarmed person could feasibly be put down, especially if they are verbally claiming to have plans of hurting your patients. That is precise, stopping medical is the same as stomping a person's head, continuously until they die, right? Technically, you're not using a weapon, but you intend to take their life. So in that occasion, shooting me as I steal your patient with direct threats would be more than okay. And also opening fire as soon as I run you over. But also that would be tricky because I had your patient in my car. So technically shooting me after I run you over with patient in the car would be tricky. But shooting me down while I'm taking away your patient with verbal intent of harming them, it's powerful. It's good that you did it. If you would have done it, would have been might have okay. I would prefer that you didn't do it, honestly. That is one that is very tricky because you have to defend your patient, but it's a bit of a gray area when somebody is just stealing your patient, but not actually doing anything that is dangerous other than stealing your patient, but is dangerous on its own. So I would say I like your decision. The only thing was, calling out that you've been run over, and if it wasn't for the patient in the car, obviously open fire on somebody who runs you over.
Yep.
Also, you left the ambulance door unlocked.
Ambulance locks, ambulance doors unlocked, nothing bad with that.
That was the
as long as the
other
key's not in it.
ambulance, right?
I could have stole the seatbelts.
And also, nobody, yelled at me, tell me to stop, nothing, I'm just an innocent little girl. If somebody pointed a castry at my face and told me to stop the fuck, or else things will go bad, perhaps I would have reconsidered, stealing a patient, but I got zero response.
But I wasn't too sure.
Yeah, it's always important to yell. It's always important to yell and just keep on going. Saying it once, just go after them and be like, hey, stop.
Get in their way.
Yeah, exactly. I understand that most people here might possibly not be able to run, so to keep up with my walk style right now is impossible because we don't have food. But other than that, all right.
That's enough shooting.
That's it. We're wrapping up. All right.
God damn it, Brittany.
Those were a few scenes. Remember, keys from ambulance.
No.
We didn't go over IDing the patient too much, but it's fine. You'll go on teams of 3. You'll train that while on the field in character. It'll be much better to do it anyway in there than here. Basically, you'll be always talking to patients a lot. Expect to be talking to patients a lot, even if they're unconscious and just doing just talk a lot. Keep the RP going. You'll be asking them for the ID. You don't necessarily have to search them. Sometimes, doing a little bit of mechanic 6 and checks for name or ID is enough for them to, type out the name, so you don't have to go through the mechanic of actually searching them.
Your hands up.
Just like, yeah.
She has no ankles.
All right, that is it. I will quickly go through the list of everything we learned today, and after that we will be good to go. Anyone who wishes to go onto the main server and be properly onboarded, feel free to. Sadly, I will not be around. I'm taking a day off today, so let's go through the list right now.
Before you guys do that, though, I would like you all to give me your character name so I can check you all off.
Yes. The two
Max
doctors.
Lock.
No, just
Bobby Burner and Janice Montgomery.
Where can I
just
choose my call
Montgomery.
sign?
And what is my call sign?
That will be
just-
handled
you
in
just
city.
wanna-
Yep. We'll like.
There you go. Start like that.
We will bring you in and have that all set up in character. It's like
Okay.
organization tab.
Okay. So we got Janice Montgomery, Bobby Burner. Okay. We'll do you next. What's your character's name?
Yep.
Willie Brown. I don't see you.
Yeah,
Willie
that's
Brown.
fine, just-
Okay. And you?
Ethan.
Max Lock.
Who's got the
Rod
key
Rascal.
for the ambulance so I can put it in there
I
for...
do. There you go.
Ethan McPherson
I
Jones.
don't know who that.
Yep.
Did you get that?
Yeah, I got that.
Yo, you got that dog?
There you go.
Am I missing someone? So I got Rod,
Max
Max Lock.
4 TACMED, 2 doctors.
Oh, there's something under my tire.
Well, Bobby is not a doctor, but you know.
Let's steal this ambulance.
Right, yeah, all done.
You got 6 names, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
Alrighty.
thank you for the. Oh wait. You're not done
Yep.
yet.
Just quickly going through the list to do a quick reminder. First up, medical RP. We're not police. Remember, you're supposed to be medics. Don't overuse your power. We have access to powerful weapons. We have access to armor to easily win gunfights. We're not supposed to engage them unless we're forced into. Do not lock people in the hospital. Do not keep people from a roleplay. Do not escort people if they get out. Remember, know your lane, right? Your medics do medical RP and actual RP. Leave actual police staff to the police, and also respect everyone's RP. If someone's not being serious, do not be serious with their injuries. Like, do not insult anyone's RP in character. Like, do not make fun of them not sustaining real injuries unless there's actual beef between characters, so it makes sense. Like, try to make sure to never make people feel bad about their RP in OC, which was something that happened with in previous with EMS a lot, right? Like people, describing unnatural injuries and being, insulted by doctors, being RP checked, etc. Let's just let's all just RP and roll with it, right?
That's another reason to leave the door.
All right, you know your way around the hospital.
What does RP check mean?
RP checking is when somebody does something that doesn't make sense, right?
I see.
Yeah, like for example, somebody says he's in seat 3, and you're like, the fuck do you mean? There's nobody in seat 3. That's RP checking, right? Like sometimes it's good, right? But it's basically calling out in character that somebody is doing something that's like a rule break or doesn't make sense, right?
I've never taken anything out.
Like I do a lot of RP checking when somebody says they're going in their head. I'm like, everybody's always in their head. Like that's technically.
Oh
RP
yeah, I
checking, but
hate
it's
that
not.
shit.
Yeah,
Just
but
say you're going to the bathroom.
no. But like RP checking is the act of calling it out, right? And normally it is okay, but like in medical RP, we're not gonna insult people because we don't feel like their injuries are unnatural, right? We let everyone decide on their injuries, and we're just gonna help them tell their stories. We're not here to tell our story of a medic. We're here to let patients tell their story of being injured. Armory, everyone remember, always check storage first. You'll be reminded of that very often. Chain of command, don't run to the highest person on duty, run to the next person that's above you on duty, and also do not repeat question if you are not satisfied with the answer. Do not ask ma'am when dad tells you no. You know how to do dispatch. Remember always to attend the call if you respond to it on dispatch, otherwise the person will be stuck for half an hour almost on the other side of the state with no interaction, which is not good. Remember radio, communicate, use it a lot. Don't worry about messing things up. The more you use it, the quicker you'll learn. We'll always correct you. You will not be reprimanded for using it wrong. You'll be reprimanded for not using it enough and be asked to start using it. You know how healing works? We do not pick up people on scene unless they have already been invoiced. So if you're treating on scene, you'll finish up the invoice and all that first, then you'll move to treatment or do it at the same time. You know, somebody else does the invoice and you use your med kit. Yep, go ahead, Chloe.
I've gotten some conflicting information about, do we treat anyone who requests field treatment if we have med kits?
Up to your discretion. Always treat somebody who has been down by a silly thing or a bug. Like if somebody fell into a fucking sinkhole because the server fatal load, never force
Or if
them
they
to
have
go for the
platinum
hospital
insurance.
for that.
Got
Yes.
it.
Yes,
Okay,
it is up for
great.
your discretion. If somebody doesn't have insurance, has serious injuries, and they're just being an asshole about, you know, being fine, you can technically force them to and say, we are unable to treat your injuries on scene. We have to take you to the hospital, right? But even then, if they really press
totally.
it, that is technically denying treatment, and it is okay. Anytime people really press for field treatment, you will do it. It's just you will never offer it as a first option unless there's like actual OC reason for it, like, you know, somebody dying because of fucking mechanic and it being a hassle to, you know, having to be transported just because you know,
totally.
your road didn't spawn for you or something. So you are fine with field treatment. Just keep in mind that, you know, technically the proper way to RP is to visit a hospital. So unless there's a good reason or somebody just doesn't want to go with it, you don't have to worry about field treatment. All right. You know how to use beds. You can put people in beds before invoicing them if you basically got their RP vibe. I almost never charge people before putting them into bed because I always when I treat people, I interact with them a lot to know that they are not going to run off, because people who run off are, you know, the people who do low quality RP, right? If somebody's RPing an actual injury, you do not have to. You can worry about the invoice and make it an RP thing, because like we are taught to worry about invoices. But yep, you're fine. You're free to go. We're just going through. You're going through over everything. Do not lock down the hospital unless a very specific situation where the threat is coming to the hospital and we're keeping people inside safe. If we have danger inside the hospital, never lock down the doors. You know how to treat 95s. Always make sure they are cuffed. If we bring them in and turns out they are not cuffed, it's not our problem. It's the police problem. If police doesn't pick up 95s after they've been treated for a while and they refuse to do anything about it, they're free to go. And if somebody wants to sue you, you tell them to fuck off and call the DA. And always remember, on scene, you have those guns for a reason. You are a piñata and you are basically a loot box for everybody. So always have those guns raised up on scene and make sure nobody is, you know, looking out to just loot you. Like, you actually have those guns, use them. Don't shoot them, but actually have them ready and look around. You know, clearing the scene is one thing, but once you clear it, you still have to keep those guns up. And while one person is taking care of patient, others are still looking out for possible danger, because every criminal in the city and their mother wants to get hold of those guns. And that's basically
a very
it.
valuable piñata.
Yes, I am a piñata. Everybody, go on.
I am a piñata.
Yes,
I
with a
am
gun.
piñata.
All right, goodbye.
I'm a piñata that shoots back.
Thank you, everybody, for attending. Love all of you. I'm going back to sleep.
Have a good night.
Thank you. Good job.
Farewell, everybody.
Enjoy logging back to main server. The queue is gonna be an asshole. You might have to do it a few times until it finally works. So don't be surprised if you log back in and you're here. Alright, everyone's leaving. No staying in dev server for no reason. Ah, alright. That was it. That was the stream for today. I said it's gonna be later today, which it was. Let's see, is there anyone from TACMED currently on duty? Uh-huh. Chanel money. Perfect. Let's go total diva brat. All of you, go ahead and say hi to Diva from me. I'll be back to properly RP all day long tomorrow. Where are you? Actually, never mind. I think Walkatop is streaming, is she not? Let's see. Ah, never mind. Wakatov is not streaming. Thank you for showing up. I apologize that it was short and not really in character, but you know, it is what it is. Love all of you. Mwah. Thank you. It was the first time I literally ever done any sort of training at all, so I hope it was useful. We also did it a bit shorter because I'll just focus on ironing things out in character. In the meantime, all of you have fun. Show Diva love. She plays Chanel Money, no longer employed, but still at our hearts. She'll be back soon, TM. Bye.